Well, ladies and gentlemen, the New York Knicks have gone into San Antonio. And not only do they get game one, the Knicks said they're greedy. We're not just coming for what we need, we coming for what we want. And they stepped onto the court of game two in San Antonio and take game two. The New York Knicks are 2 wins away from hoisting the Larry O'Brien in New York in Madison Square Garden. And we are here to talk about what we just saw in game two from the San Antonio Spurs and the New York Knicks. Mars, I want you to go ahead and just talk about what we just witnessed and what we just saw tonight.
We almost saw a crazy collapse.
True.
Then we saw an amazing challenge from Mike Brown. Shout out to Mike Brown. I would argue that probably won in the game. And then we saw one of the biggest turnovers in NBA history. Maybe.
Yes.
Tie game, 10 seconds left in the NBA Finals. With possession, turn the ball over, then foul, lose the game by 1 point. Interesting. No, I think it was a good game. I think Cat dominated the first half and then kind of got iced out of the game in the second, but dominated the first half, gave his team a commanding lead. Shout out to Mikal Bridges for everything he did in the first 3 quarters. Fantastic. We'll ignore the fourth quarter and his shenanigans, but first 3 quarters, amazing. OG Anunoby, I think, had a really good game on both sides of the ball. Huge plays at the rim, big shots, knocked down all 3 free throws, so you give him credit for that. Landry Shamet continues to be huge. We kind of saw it coming, but yeah, Josh Hart's game 1 was an isolated incident. Game 2 was definitely not the Josh Hart of game 1. We'll say that. I do feel like this is one of those games. I say I don't really notice it unless I think it's egregious. This is one of those games where I feel like the officiating definitely wanted the series to be tied 1-1.
Thank you. I am so glad that you're going to be. You said it first. Thank you.
Yeah, I definitely feel like this was one of those games. Those cap fouls to get him out the game in the third. Interesting.
Ridiculous.
Interesting to say the least. Just and then after that, from that moment on, then it became like the most physical game of all time. So I guess they've got cut out the game and then decided, oh yeah, now fouls don't exist. Cool, I guess. I think for a 2-0 series, I do believe these teams are close. Like, I think the Spurs have avenues to beat this team. I think the Knicks have avenues to beat the Spurs. I'm not going to say 2-0 is harsh on the Spurs, although I would say based on like the flow of the game, I would argue if it should be 1-1, the Spurs should have won game 1 and the Knicks should have won game 2. But both teams had like really good stretches down the stretch of games to give themselves an opportunity to win the game in which, well, the Knicks won both, but to win the game in which they probably shouldn't have won. I think Wemby had a good second half on both sides of the ball. Oh, actually, no. Steph Castle stunk the whole game, by the way. Like, the whole game.
Again, glad you're the one to say it.
Yeah. Steph Castle stunk the whole game. That was because when he came out after he tried to grift and rolled his ankle.
Correct.
That's when the Spurs run began. Like, the decision making on offense was just every time the Spurs went on a run, he just came and got a turnover and did some nonsense every time. Like, he was single-handedly, in my opinion, sabotaging his team's chances of winning the game. I also blame him for Wemby's turnover at the end. I don't know if that's a hot take or whatever. I blame him for that. De'Aaron, I think De'Aaron had a good first and fourth quarters. Everything in between was kind of, but I think he had a good first and fourth quarter. Dylan Harper had a good start to the game, disappeared in the middle, and then picked it up at the end as well. His defense on Brunson in the fourth was really good, by the way.
Really good, yeah.
Really good. I want to shout out Dylan Harper
especially
for
when
that.
they're going to let you foul.
Yeah, I mean, if you're allowed to abuse people, yeah. It was a physical game. Shout out to the Knicks. This is once again, I don't think the Knicks played great. They played better than they did in game one. But when you're able to win the games you don't play particularly well, that's the sign of a champion, in my opinion. And the Knicks have managed to win both games in which they didn't play particularly well. So give the Knicks credit for winning this series.
Okay. Just for your how do I want to say this? Your network in everything that you have going on, right? You don't have to be on the stage or associated while I say what I have to say right now. So you're just not going to be on the screen, okay? You're just not going to be on the screen right now. Let me tell y'all something right now, ladies and gentlemen. So at halftime, I get a call from a plumped up, inflated, puffy young man who calls me to start complaining about De'Aaron Fox, who, by the way, at half had 12 points, was 5 for 9 from the field, and had a 63.5 true shooting. Meanwhile, the guy in which he deems is the best player in the world, do you know what happened to 2 plays right before halftime? One of them, he throws the shit out of bounds, backcourt to nobody. And then the play after that, he throws the shit to the corner to Jalen Brunson. Yet I'm getting calls about De'Aaron Fox. Also, mind you, he's supposed to be the greatest defensive player of all time, while his matchup is actively frying him. Karl Anthony Towns in that first half did nothing but dominate Victor Wembanyama. And I'm getting a phone call about a player that's shooting over 50% from the field. You Wemby niggas are just going to have to eat it. Your guy's getting outplayed. And just like I said the obvious truth in the last series when he was doing it to Shea, your guy's getting outplayed by Karl Anthony Towns. Deal with it. It's not everybody else's fault that Wemby can't create a shot for himself against Mitchell Robinson and Karl Anthony Towns. It's not everybody else's fault. It's not De'Aaron Fox's fault that Wemby can't guard Cat. That's not Fox's fault. Goodness gracious. He's having a tough series. Deal with it. It's okay. He's 22. He'll bounce back. He'll be better. But you niggas crying about everybody else when this nigga been ass for basically, what, 7 of the 8 quarters? Or at least 5 of them. He's been ass. Deal with it. Again, I still have major belief in Victor Wembanyama moving forward. He's an incredible basketball player. He's going to be okay. He's 22. It's fine. I'm not even saying he's still not the best player. I'm not even switching off. I'm not even getting. He's still in that conversation. But he's having a rough series, and it's not everybody else's fault. This nigga's getting clamped in isolation over and over and over and over again. He's getting cooked in his closeouts over and over and over again. The nigga got dunked on by OG at the basket. It's not everybody else's fault. Get over it. Blaming everybody else because this nigga ain't playing to the level that you want him to play at. Now it's everybody else's fault. Okay. John D, I'm gonna have to keep you turn your camera on. We're in the camera on.
Yep, we getting that on right now, my brother. Let me just make sure. Damn, I forgot how to work this thing. See, still forgot.
Thank you. Okay. Now,
looking good, man.
I appreciate that. I like
back
that
to the overall game because I had to address that very quickly. Mikal Bridges, to your point. Somebody has echo. I think it was you, John. Do you get he got echo. Mikal Bridges was great. I do agree with Mars on that. He hit on all of the great points about New York. I want to touch on Jalen Brunson. Pause.
Good pause.
Jalen Brunson was horrible tonight. Jalen Brunson damn near cost his team the game tonight. He was getting fried defensively, which, I mean, to a degree is to be expected. Can't really guard it or any of their guards off the dribble. Shout out to Mars bring up the fact of, hey, maybe kind of play the three guards to where he'll have to guard one of them. Right? So he was getting cooked on defense. But the bigger problem I have, Karl Anthony Towns is that dominant in the first half. And we get to the second half of the game and he can't get a touch. He can't get a post up. Mind you, I'm looking frequently, John D, out there on the court. I mean, he's getting guarded by like Dylan Harper.
He's getting the matchup he wants. Every time. He's getting the matchup he wants.
Every time he got the matchup, Jalen Brunson told him to clear out. Every time. It was very definitely interesting to see.
How dare you tell the best player on the floor to clear out? Don't tell him that. Give him the.
It looks real Knicks regular season-ish. That's what it looked like. That's the.
Yes, it did.
It looks really real regular season-ish. Yeah, I didn't like it. But
Brunson, you almost cost your team this game, and you have to be better. Period. Point blank. I've applauded you for your willingness to get off the ball here as of late, because you have, and you deserve credit for that. But you fell into your old ways tonight, and it almost cost your team going up 2-0 in the finals. Because that whole fourth quarter, you weren't passing, and you were getting clamped. Low-key, you've been getting clamped the whole series so far.
Like 7 out of 8
good third
quarters.
And a good end of the fourth. Brunson, you have to be better. You have to be better. This is inexcusable. This was bad. Bad. But since Mars touched on the positives for the Knicks, I just had to address that. Before I swing it to you, John D, I have one more thing. De'Aaron Fox was absolutely fantastic tonight. I don't know what Mars is talking about. Oh, he was kind of cool in the first, cool in the fourth. Hey, man, he got them people into the game in the fourth quarter because that fucking terrorist of a guard that I've been telling you niggas about all year had to sit down because his bum ass rolled his ankle. And as soon as that nigga got off the court, oh, look, De'Aaron Fox can play basketball again. It's kind of funny how that works.
I
been
said
telling y'all all year.
I said he had a good fourth quarter. What you get mad at me for?
I'm sorry,
You're
but
agreeing
it
with my
wasn't.
statement.
You weren't hype enough, in my opinion. You didn't give him enough flowers. As much shit.
I mean, I
as
also
De'Aaron
haven't
Fox
been
has
very
had to
vocal in the
catch.
criticism. To be fair, like,
That is true. You haven't been. You haven't
Yeah.
been one of the ones. Yes.
I'm also not on the Stefan Castle hype train. I've also been very clear on that. So,
that is also true.
Yeah, I'm like,
you're a man of good takes usually. So
Yeah, we're on a different hype train, and he comes off the bench. At least that's where I'm at.
He did have a great game today. That guy. It was still better than Stefan Castle.
The two guards that should be starting are De'Aaron Fox and Dylan Harper. Everybody keeps talking about bench Fox, bench Fox. No, it's staring right at you. It's Stephon Castle. He's not that good, especially if you're going to be playing switch defense anyway. If you're going to be switching everything, if you're going to allow Jalen Brunson to get the switches when he runs, when he either sets a screen off ball to get the Champagnie matchup or bring Champagnie's man into the pick and roll and then dribble over there off the screen to get the Champagnie matchup. If you're going to switch everything, why is Stephon Castle so important? Why? That's his best thing, a point of attack defense. That's his best thing that he does right now. Why? He can't shoot. He's a bad passer sometimes. Turnover prone. Can't make a three. Can't make a midi. The nigga's just not good offensively right now. I'm sorry. He's not. He's not a good offensive player. This nigga's been running quarterback power all year. And niggas is telling me to bitch De'Aaron Fox.
Hey, Mars, that's just when you run straight. You just run straight.
I figured.
Okay, cool. Just
I can understand context.
Couple of quick things. Yeah. Just to give a couple of shout outs to the Knicks. This is why you send 5 first-round picks to go get a guy like Mikal Bridges. This is why you pay OG Anunoby that type of money. Because two-way players in the NBA aren't as easy to come by as people make it seem. Two-way players that can give you 20 points on 60+% from the field in the playoffs in big-time moments where OG Anunoby isn't scared to rise up against the best rim protector in modern NBA history. Mikal Bridges missing his first shot and then making like 8 straight. This is why you pay that type of price to go get these two-way type of guys. And that allows you to have one of, if not the best starting 5 in basketball. Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby are what people think grow on trees. These aren't type of players that grow on trees. You get these elite defensive guys who can make a wide open 3, but that's not real two-way value. Real two-way value is being able to have a counter when somebody runs you off the line, being able to show up when your star player is shooting 8 for 25, having a third quarter or a fourth quarter where you're able to create offense for your team, even in the spurts where Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns weren't even on the floor. I think that was late third quarter when Karl Anthony Towns got in foul trouble and Mikal was still on the floor.
Mike. I didn't like that Mike didn't have Cat, Jalen, and OG in the game. I was like, hey, you are playing with fire right
now.
now.
Literally. So it's like, but that's one of my biggest takeaways. This does not happen if Jalen Brunson doesn't take that pay cut. So if Austin Reeves, if you are watching, just write that in your little notebook and stuff that in your back pocket. But that's one of my biggest takeaways. These two-way guys that everybody say we can just draft those guys. These guys don't come. These guys don't come on trees every year. These guys are extremely valuable to the NBA. The Derek Whites, the Mikal Bridges, the OG Anunobys. These guys are extremely valuable, and they're worth a couple of first-round picks. They're worth having to give these guys what they want because now we're in a big situation. And OG Anunoby can give you 17 points and then turn around and guard De'Aaron Fox. Mikal Bridges can give you 20 points and then turn around and go guard a Stephon Castle or a Dylan Harper. You don't get a lot of guys like that. Not a lot of NBA teams can say, hey, our point of attack defender just gave us 20. Like, not a lot of people can say that in the NBA. And 9 times out of 10, it's the teams that's hosting the Larry O'Brien at the end who have those type of players. So that's one of the biggest things for the New York Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns has been phenomenal to me in this series. The way he's been able to play on defense, the physicality he's showing Victor Wembanyama. Now, again, unless you've been living under a rock, we knew this was going to happen. Wemby does not handle physicality well when these strong, bulky defenders that can move their feet decently. And now he's being overextended because there's not much guys to help off of. You send 2 on the ball, now the Knicks are getting practice shots. And now when he has to close out, he's getting blown by routinely. So the Spurs have found themselves in a predicament. It's going to be very interesting to see what they try and do to counter this, because now going into Madison Square Garden down 2-0, that's like the worst situation that the Spurs could have put themselves in. I'm sure if there was a list that they could make coming into the finals, the last thing they wanted to do was go back to New York down 0-2. The very last thing. So we're going to see what happens. I don't know. We might not. And I don't want to sound like chill. But we might not be coming back to San Antonio. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, that's definitely on the table. And just going to that point, this is now 13 straight victories in the playoffs for the New York Knicks. For all of the talk about, oh, their competition is bad, they're not playing anybody, don't let the analytics and the numbers fool you about this team, yada, yada, yada. Oh, look, they got beat twice by Atlanta. How good can they actually be? And for them to just continue to win over and over and over and over again is just a testament to that roster, the veteran leadership and presence on that team, the coaching on that team. Shout out to Mike Brown. Phenomenal. He's one of the best coaches in the world. And it's time that people really acknowledge that about him. I am so happy for this New York Knicks unit, because there's so many players on this unit, in my opinion, that just don't get the credit that they have earned. Mike Brown has earned the credit to be recognized as one of the best coaches on the planet. Karl Anthony Towns is one of the best bigs on planet Earth. Brunson, I know he shat the bed today. Actually, I'm going to skip Brunson because I don't even want to say anything positive about it right now. OG, to John D's point, one of the best actual two-way wings in the association. Can guard multiple positions, can rebound, can hit a three, can attack a mismatch.
Protect the rim.
Anything. Mikal Bridges, really good player. They have a team full of really good players, man. That matters. The bench today was fantastic as well. That time, John D, that I was saying about, hey, he was playing with fire with having OG, Brunson, and Cat out the game. That unit actually is the one that I'm pretty sure extended the lead, like into the third, going into the fourth. I think he even started the fourth with them as well because of how good they played in the third quarter. Shout out to Jose Alvarado. Yeah, Tibbs, exactly.
Yeah, everybody was shitting on Tibbs getting fired. Now look.
Exactly. Shout out to Landry Shaman, like Marz said. This is a great team, man, and I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy that these people it's looking like, at least, series not over, but it's looking like they're about to get the credit and the rep that they've earned, man. Shout out to the New York Knicks. Let me put this link in the chat so people can come up.
And we're not moved by that 29 points tonight, Victor. We're not moved.
Absolutely not. I'm glad you said it.
I'm sorry. We're not moved, my brother. Now I am willing to give you some grace. I ain't gonna throw the whole thing out there. I can't do that. I cannot do that. But we got to figure something out offensively. We have to figure something out. Even down to the last shot. A lot of the stuff seems rushed. You're working way too hard to get where you need to get. Everything right now just seems like a struggle. And he has to be better offensively. Like, we're not going to ignore the elephant in the room. Yeah, we can look at Stephon Castle. We can look at Dylan Harper. We can look at De'Aaron Fox. But you can't miss the 7'5" guy. You can't miss him. And he has to be playing. He has to play better. He just has to. We're not going to continue to ignore this. Yeah, towards the end of the game, yeah, that stat line's going to look just nice. Oh, yeah, 29. Okay. Yeah, you watch them possessions, you watch them field goal attempts.
He was really, I mean, even when he was able to kind of get his game more off when Cat went to the bench because of the foul trouble. Mitchell came back in. And then, even then, it was just a lot of like, oh, now he's kind of hitting the pick and pop three. He attacked offensive boards a little bit, got some dump off pass. Like, it was a line of play finishing type stuff. It still wasn't like, oh, we've given Wemby the ball. And yes.
So why are we not moved by him doing what he's supposed to do? I'm confused.
The reason why we're not moved, Mars, is because it took them getting the best defender out of the game on him with those 2 ticky-tack fouls for him to even get that shit off. That's what I'm saying, at least.
I just don't like how uncomfortable he looks trying to create offense. That's some of the issues I may have with just bigs in general, how they have to rely on other people to kind of get them offense. But I didn't like how uncomfortable he looked trying to drive on Karl Anthony Towns, or some of the moments that he had just looking as uncomfortable as he did.
Well, I was moved. I was moved. I thought he had a good game. So
he was cool. I'm not going to say he was bad, because the second half he did definitely tee up.
Yeah, for sure.
And stuff like that. But I think what John D was saying is, don't look at the 29 and be like, oh no, Wemby was great tonight. Like, it wasn't.
I'm not saying he was bad, but I haven't had that game yet.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to give us. I think he's going to give us a couple game. But
yeah,
you are correct. He has not had a generational game. I agree.
I'm not even player. Just from a statistical output. Just,
I'm saying.
I'm watching Wemby, and it looks like he's clearly the best player in the world. We haven't had one of those games yet.
You can't feed me game 1 Western Conference Finals and then just expect me to keep my expectations where they are. Like, I'm sorry.
I mean, not many runs are going to have multiple games at that level, to be fair. Like, if Wemby's playing well, he's playing well. I'm not. Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's the player. Maybe it's because of who Wemby is. Like, we're calling him Baby Goat. Like, maybe it's just who he is. Where my
expectations are high.
Exactly. The expectations are just through the roof.
For what he's shown.
If I say he's been the second best player in the series, do you guys agree or disagree?
I would agree with that. But I mean, yeah, I would agree with that.
That's still a problem.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just asking if you agree or disagree with this statement.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't.
Okay. I was just seeing how low, because we all agree Cap would be the best, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we're all on the same page. I just think he was good tonight. I think he was poor in game 1. I think he had a good game tonight. I think Cat's probably been the only person amongst like the stars or whatnot to be good in both games. And then I think Brunson's probably, it's easier to say it now because he had a real bad game tonight. Brunson's probably had 2 bad games. Probably. He closed out game 1. So like you can say he wasn't bad in game 1 because of what he did in the 4th. So like that's still a big deal.
I mean, he kind of got it going in the 3rd too. I think he had a better second half. In my opinion,
that's the same Wemby thing, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I think Brunson's in like the same boat. He just hasn't looked comfortable.
But like today from Brunson, like was like a outrageous.
Today was a terroristic.
Yeah. It's funny because like we're a few possessions away from the Spurs being up 2-0. And if they were hypothetically, we're talking about Brunson having like an all-time bad series right
now. 100%.
So it's like it's cool how like a few things going differently one way or another change.
I mean, but he was a big swing.
He's a big reason for the first game. Yeah, I'm not denying that. But it's kind of cool how like a couple things outside of Brunson's control in game 1, and we're just talking about the fact he had 30 points on 31 shots. But they won. It's like, oh, empty the clip. So, you know, it's a bit.
And man, when the last few bullets hit they target.
Yeah, forget the 18 that missed. Yeah, forget that you had to reload 4 times. Hell yeah.
Is the nigga dead or not? If he dead, then
that's the end goal ultimately. Yeah, that's the end goal. But yeah, I don't think Brunson's having a good series. Once again, I still think Becky Hammond is fist pumping. Just
she is low key winning this battle right now.
Yeah.
I asked John D on Hoop Talk whenever we did that Wednesday or whatever. Is Brunson the best player in the Knicks? He looked at me in disbelief, like, how could I ask that question?
I'm still
there.
Yeah.
No, I'm not asking
there.
you guys to switch up. Yeah, I'm not asking you guys to switch up, because if you guys did switch up, I'll be like, yeah, what you guys do? But it's just shout out to Cat. That's what I'm gonna say.
Trust me. Shout out to him. Shout out to Karl Anthony Towns. He's been phenomenal. I'm not gonna let this go a little, because we know how the finals get, and now this guy is up here, and now Jalen Brunson at the very least is as valuable as Luka. Like, we know how this goes.
Yeah, it started to. I've heard some stuff.
This is the thing with these first time finals run guys. They get to start getting propped up, and now we're in Luka conversations. But all season it's been real easy to get into Luka conversations. But we're not even gonna play that fight right
trying to victory lap. Meanwhile, he out home right now. It's crazy.
Hey, injury. We got that rest right now. We got
I ain't gonna lie, John
on.
D. If Luka had a good postseason run this year,
with SGA and Jokic playing the way they played, hey,
man, we really would have been able to get something off. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, 77-34. Just get healthy.
Because he would have fried Houston.
See, this is why I'm telling you, when you don't play, because there's no evidence, you just get to push whatever, right? Luka wouldn't have gone out like that. Come to find out, if Luka would have played.
Luka wouldn't average 35 against the Rockets, Mars?
We don't know.
35, 8, and 8?
We don't know.
35, 8, and 8 on 62
we know they won without him. We also don't know what he would have done against OKC. Who's to know? Maybe they get swept if Luka plays against OKC and Luka averages 27 on 12% shooting. But guess what? We'll never know. So we can just be like, Luka would have gone out like that. We don't know if Luka would have gone out like that. We don't know. But it's the same thing. It's the same shit I used to do with Embiid. If Embiid is healthy, he would have gone crazy. He's never healthy. So guess what? No one can prove me wrong. It's like, hey, you don't know. If he was healthy, look at Embiid, man. It's always in your best interest in the playoffs for the sake of the hypothetical. It's why Boogie Cousins is able to get into the Jokic and Embiid talks every offseason. If Boogie was in the playoffs, if Boogie weren't on the Kings, we don't know what he would do if he wasn't on the Kings.
We have factual evidence of Luka being fantastic in the playoffs. That's why we.
Do we have factual evidence of him being fantastic in the playoffs against OKC? Because the last time I saw him play OKC in the playoffs, he wasn't fantastic.
He won. I know. Facts. Let's go. Let me read some of these super chats, and then we're going to start breaking some people up. Dobie Greg with the $2 shout out to y'all with the super chats, by the way. Appreciate y'all. Y'all showing out tonight. Dobie Greg with $2 super chat. Becky Hammond will be fine. Cat deserves final MVP. Yeah, like I said, she's winning that battle right now. I'm not going to lie. DSG Piccolo with the $5 super chat. Deadass was 5 versus 8. Facts. And the Knicks still came out on top. No Cat touches at the end. Was awful ball to watch. We'll see if Knicks sweep. They'll sweep if Cat gets to touch the ball in the second half of the game. Jordan King 5855 with the $4.99 super chat. They tried to tell me OKC whistle the worst thing since Stalin. Then I seen Hitler. Okay, brother. Shout out to you. OG Team with the $5 super chat. The rest was trying to give them the game. Real talking, Mars. Evan bad officiating. Facts. Also, while we are here, make sure that you like the stream. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. Hit that like button. It helps us out in the algorithm, and turn that notification bell on so you know when we're live when we drop another video. We are at 873. Let's see if tonight can be the night we crack 1,000 live. Make sure that you like the video, like the stream. Let me read a couple more, then we're going to bring up some people. Mars, I'm thinking about 2 at a time tonight, so we can try to go ahead and
man. I support you. Man.
I have work in the morning.
Okay. Let me see where I'm at. Yeah, here we go. The Virgil 35 with the $9.99 super chat. Low so quick to criticize SGA Luka Jokic, but the second Wemby sells, he wants to blame all his teammates. It's just fries at this point, bro. Was so salty he can't push properties MFs about to be worse than NEFC. I've said this early on about Wemby FC. That's why I said it was after that Warrior game. Actually, I vividly remember this because Mars came up and we were still on playback. Mars came up after the Warriors game when Fox threw that lob. You remember that?
Oh,
Didn't throw the lob. He didn't throw the lob.
The De'Aaron Fox hate session. Yeah.
Yes. I said, Fox, he needs to get the hell out of San Antonio.
And I had to listen to Lo tell me about how he could see that pass. Yeah.
Exactly. Anybody
Lo ain't hoop for real.
Anybody who's going to be second to Wemby, God bless you. Because I've grown up with a player to where all they did was just blame the second nigga. And he's fantastic. He's my GOAT. But I've seen it. And it gets nasty. It gets really nasty. And Wemby FC is going to be the same type people. It's going to be everybody else's fault every time Wemby loses. Trust me. We've seen it before. History does nothing but repeat itself.
Stephon Castle and Dylan Harvey.
So are you subscribing to the this is Wemby's 07? Is that because that's
statistically it's not going to look like it because he's having these better outputs.
He's also just playing better.
To me, this is just Wemby's 26.
I mean, I just put out the tweet saying he's playing better, and then I had Bron FC telling me that the Cavs set. So actually, Wemby's not playing bad. So shout out to Bron FC, still going strong. Respect.
They're gonna be going strong.
And LeBron was playing a better defense.
Yeah, I feel like most of Bron FC haven't actually sat down and watched the 07 finals. Not that I would tell them to, because why would you want to watch or go outside?
You mean the guy that couldn't hit a jump shot that was getting guarded like Rajon Rondo?
No, because actually his team sucked, so he actually just struggled because his team sucked. It actually had nothing to do with the fact that they knew he couldn't shoot outside of 6 feet. Nothing to do with that.
He was getting hounded off.
His team just sucked. They actually had no chance.
Set up any positioning in the post, and
Bron was going up against Tim Duncan, whereas Wemby's going up against Cat. So what are we talking about? Ignore the fact that Cat's playing better than Tim Duncan did in that series, but ignore. What we can say? Cat's playing better than Tim Duncan did in that series because Wemby's guarding him. Good cook. Then I asked them who Bron was guarding in that series and what impact he was making defensively. And then it'll be crickets. But it's cool. Shout out
no, because LeBron was a good defender since 05, bro.
Nah, facts.
That's why he's better than Kobe.
He was going 1 through 5 in that series too.
Exactly.
Facts.
And then they're gonna show me the clip of Tim Duncan in 2013 saying that guarding him with all 5 guys and tell me that's what was happening in 07. Shout out to Bron FC, man. Shout out to Bron FC. They still strong. Respect.
Get off their head, Mars. Wooly Bobcat, the $20 super chat. Appreciate you. We slandered Luka when he lost to an all-time great Boston team. I know Wemby had a good second half, but we ain't give him no slack. Slander this man to the end of the earth.
I actually didn't slander Luka after the finals.
I just think that was a really bad matchup. He didn't play well, don't get me wrong. And I think after fouling out in game 4 or game 3? It was one of the two. Game 4. I think he deserves.
All right, people backstage, turn your cam on. Cam on gets priority. Cam on gets priority. What's up, Newski? What's up, man?
Nice. Nassim fell off.
Nassim isn't even back here, actually.
Yeah, Nassim fell off. Good to know.
How y'all doing? What's up? What did y'all want to come up and chat about on this Friday night?
I'll let dude with the mic go first.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Cat been amazing this entire playoffs. So that's all we want to say.
Even what?
Oh well, yeah, you can go now, man. Yeah, that's all you got. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What's he gonna be up here for? Just to look at.
That's not all I wanted to say, but
he just said that's all I want to say.
That's all I wanted to start with. Because Cat's been, I think, honestly, this entire player run their best player. This entire player run. I think he's been their best player. He definitely was their best player against Cleveland, in my opinion.
So why Brunson win conference finals MVP?
Because he had more points than him. How it usually goes.
When Jason Tatum averaged more points than Jaylen Brown, they gave it to Jaylen Brown.
Narrative.
They didn't like light skins that year, so
that's how you.
Yeah.
Do y'all think? Let me ask y'all this though. Do y'all think for the two that's up here? does San Antonio get a game? And presuming they're not, though, but I'm gonna let y'all answer that. What do y'all think are the next adjustments for San Antonio and Victor Wembanyama heading into next season?
I mean, they lost by 1 point literally today. They can definitely get the game in New York. Literally, if that
I think they get smoked in one of those.
I'm about to say one of those.
I think
this shit about to be tied 2-2, man. You guys got to know this shit over with.
Or they just flip.
I don't think it's over. These games have been close, like very close.
These games
have been close,
like very close. Like these possessions, if it goes another way, especially this game, if Wemby didn't turn over that ball, who knows what would have happened? It could have been 1-1. So like this is
they probably just would have been.
Yeah, I mean, I do hear you though, because like the Knicks kind of left the door open for the Spurs to win tonight, but you know they just couldn't do it. So maybe they could steal a game. I'm not betting on it though in that crowd though. I'm expecting the Garden to be.
I do think this series goes back to San Antonio though. I don't think the Spurs drop both.
I'm gonna say.
And there's still a really good.
I hope it does. I don't want to see a sweep.
I'm about to say I don't want to sweep.
I still do think there's a world where the Spurs take both in Madison Square Garden. You just come back to San Antonio down tied up 2-2. But to answer your question, real talk, I think they just need some more size. Like size they can put next to Wemby to where he doesn't have to take the Karl Anthony Towns matchup consistently without them giving up mismatches to the level that they're doing. I mean, like Keldon Johnson's a nice addition, but it's like what pick do they have in the draft? I would love to see Yaxel over there.
Also, are you saying like, go ahead. What archetype of player like
the tweener forward, like the small forward, power forward guy that's a little stocky, that can move his feet pretty well. But those don't grow on trees either.
OG.
Though. So it's like exactly like those guys don't grow on trees.
So
like the Aaron Gordons, the OGs, the Tatums, like these guys don't grow on trees. So, if they could draft somebody and see if that would work, but that would be my number one priority because I think they have the ball handling, the speed, the athleticism.
Watch them win the series.
Would be my biggest thing.
That would be hilarious.
So the Spurs in this draft, they got 4 picks. They have number 20 from Atlanta. They have number 35, number 42, and 44, and those are from Portland and Miami. So I don't know who. I'm not up to date on the draft stuff. Whoever would be available by then, if it's
Perez Johnson, Dalen Swain.
Yeah,
that'd be some guys I look at.
So
I don't know none of these niggas y'all saying right now. To be honest.
I'm not really. To be honest,
Perez Johnson was on Michigan. Nice little.
I'm not that tapped in, so I just know like the top.
PJ Washington. I'm not mad at that name, and that's probably more reasonable.
Yeah, but he's a Laker. So.
You think they go after Peyton Watson?
Peyton Watson?
Do they have the money?
Y'all gonna pay Austin Reeves, bro. Y'all gonna pay him $235, $239.
Hey, we're not talking about the Lakers.
Get kicked.
Sayonara.
Okay.
Hey man.
I'm about to say, bro.
Damn,
bro.
I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
He said I should have said.
I don't know. I think Wemby I can't believe I'm saying this. Wemby on offense right now, he's what people think Anthony Davis was his whole career. Like right now on offense. Like just a souped up like play finisher in some way. And he's a better I think he's a better shooter, especially relative to position. But if you have a high enough body mass index and you can just stay in front of him like roughly and stonewall him, his game could get pretty ugly. So
I
think a lot of that has to do with just
but which version of AD though? Is it
the type of player niggas hate AD for? That's just a really good play finisher, but not like that good a self creator.
Shit,
it's just not that like
AD.
You definitely not talking about 2020. Definitely not talking about 2020.
Essentially.
I do agree. I see the comparison. I've actually said this Max, I know, has said this as well, probably even like some time ago. But I said they were similar, but like AD's getting it going is hitting middies, and Wemby's getting it going is he's hitting his pick and pop threes. But it's very similar. Not the isolation players you would like them to be, probably. Great lob threats, all-time lob threats. I do think Anthony Davis is a bit better handling physicality.
He is also bigger and quicker.
Yeah, probably got a better handle than Wemby too. At this, just because simple fact that Wemby's 7'5" and he has to.
He's just a better offensive player than Wemby. That's all it really is. It's just a better.
I don't know if I'm willing to say that.
I don't know if
but
I think
there are some things that he does better than.
There's just his game's still raw. His game's still raw. And like we can talk about the guards all we want to. They, got into it already. They done got a lot of. They done got a lot of flag. I'm not gonna say his name, but number 4, he's gotten a lot of shit this year. Deserved and undeserved, we know, but there's still things that Wemby has to work on.
Bottom right, I got that same poster. Just to be off topic, I got that same Spider-Man poster. That's hard.
Oh yeah, shit.
That's hard. My bad. The comic book fan in me just.
Nah, I feel it. It's iconic comics. So.
Is there something else that you all would like to get off?
Well, okay, this is one.
I miss Carl Towns on my team.
Oh yeah, you are a Wolves
you're
guy.
a Minnesota fan.
Yeah,
so
you go Julius Randle now. Major upgrade.
I'm glad to see
it's not an upgrade. I never, to be honest with you, I've never been a fan of Julius Randle, even when he was on the Knicks, on the Pelicans, the Lakers. I've never been a fan of him, so I was so mad when we traded him for.
What about Kentucky?
Not in Kentucky. Never been a fan of him ever. So when we traded for him, I know why we did it, because we didn't want to pay him, but all this series proves is why I even hate Julius Randle more than I previously did 2 weeks ago. So
when Cat wins Finals MVP, we agree he's not the worst Finals MVP of the decade, right?
Who's the worst?
I feel like I know.
Say one more time.
I literally don't know.
2020 Bron, 21 Giannis, 22 Steph, 23 Jokic, 24.
There's a polar bear
Jaylen Brown.
Polar bear in green.
Yeah, we agree he's not the worst,
bro.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
I'm not. Yeah,
I don't even think he's the second worst.
I'm glad. I'm really happy about this renaissance that Cat has had.
Wait, huh?
Of the decade? Wait.
No, I'm pushing prop. I'm pushing prop.
Oh, okay.
Who was the prop?
I'm pushing hate. I'm pushing hate against number 2. That's all I'm doing.
That's a major hate.
I just realized.
I gotta test the waters. The offseason coming up. I gotta test the waters.
Who's playing better in their final series? SGA or Cats?
It's been 2 games, bro. Relax. It's been 2 games. Relax. It's been.
I don't think Shea was that bad, but
it's been.
Shout out! I love the renaissance that Cat has had these last 2-3 years, though. It is kind of great to see. So a ring for him would be pretty nice.
Like that in Minnesota, bro.
Yeah, that's what is like. In 24, he was in 24, he was really good.
Besides that Dallas series,
the type of defender he's been lately. The type of defender he's been lately has actually been insane, bro. He went up against Jokic, did a good job. I get Rudy's behind him, whatever. But now he's going against Wemby. I don't know. It's just the fact that he's holding himself this way.
He's moving them feet, man.
I just realized every time we traded somebody, they win a championship. This is tough.
Yeah, man.
Tough, man.
KG,
who else
Kevin Love.
Kevin
Love,
Andrew
Wiggins.
Oh yeah, Wiggins.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean it's just everybody but Jimmy Butler.
Exactly.
He's been to the finals twice.
Don't get it, bro. He ain't win the. You said win the championship.
Yeah,
the dynasty starts after Minnesota. Wow.
Yeah, that's so crazy, bro. That's so crazy.
Hey,
people are really nasty though about Serge.
About what?
Like I keep seeing, and you brought it up, like, if Brunson wins before Luka, it's gonna be uncomfortable conversations. But it's like, do people not remember
like this?
But do people not remember how? Yeah, do people not remember why Brunson left? Like it didn't have anything to do with Luka. I thought them two playing together was fine.
They didn't want to pay him. That's all.
It was a money situation. They didn't want to pay him.
Is
But,
this better than Steve? Because you said that Brunson gonna play well if they're gonna win. They winning. Is this player better than Steve Nash?
Prince Newski, I appreciate y'all coming up, pulling up, and I will catch you all next time, man. Appreciate y'all for real.
Later, man.
Thanks for having
man. Come around more often, man. Come around more often, Newski.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me see.
So you just not gonna answer the question?
Bro, what are you talking about? I'm sitting here trying to like organize shit.
No, it's cool. You don't have to. That your lack of an answer.
But what you say though? What you asked?
Brunson better than Steve Nash? They win the series. He playing like this?
2 more games to go. We'll see if he can turn it around. We're gonna do one at a time, and I'm just gonna move quickly. Hey, when you come up here, you have 2 subjects. I didn't like the 2 at a time. Y'all couldn't get the talking 1 at a time thing down. So we're gonna do 1 at a time. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go with Damani because I know you're in New York. What's up with you?
What's up? I'm so happy. My heart dropped to my stomach when Brunson missed that free throw. I'm not even talking.
He did miss the free throw.
Yo, I was
that
sick.
nigga was selling tonight.
Yo, I was sick to my stomach. I was like, bro, I was mentally prepared for the Knicks to lose. Then I seen that Wemby jump shots. Like, I think Mitchell Robinson played a great defense there. That he denied Wemby from going like straight into the paint for a layup because that's 100% every time. So I can't even talk like analytically right now because like I've never been so stressed about a game in my life. Like it's so crazy. Like I'm telling you, real talk, Mars, y'all gotta come to New York, bro. It's not even an if anymore. It's when.
I'm gonna be there. Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna be there.
Hey man, if I do pull up,
you guys get 3 wins. I'm gonna book my flight. You guys get 3 wins. I'm gonna book my flight. No, I better not be going out there for no reason. So you gotta get a 4th win.
Yeah, I got ties in New York. You know,
I got you.
You gotta show us where the hoes. Me and Mars though, we looking for 2 different kind of.
Yeah, he looking for XY and shit. I'm looking for XX. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm looking for hoes. He looking for men.
Bros, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hoes, bros, exactly.
Yeah.
But
yo, I'm so happy. I don't want to blame refs, but the refs were so bad today.
No, they were bad. You don't have to. You don't even have to play that card. The refs were ass.
Oh my gosh,
refs were ass.
Like that. Like I was watching Real Talk stream throughout the game, and I was like, bro, how did they have a foul to give in that last the defensive possession? How, bro? I've watched so many like illegal screens off Wemby. I'm watching Castle play actual linebacker football on the court, no fouls. I'm watching people, like it's so crazy the amount of missed calls that they missed on the Knicks. I know there was some stuff that went against the Spurs too, but like the stuff that went against the Knicks were just more egregious. It was so nasty.
I had a take before the series that like Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper wouldn't be able to play as physical on Jalen Brunson because he's smaller. And boy, was I wrong. They are out there. They're out there fouling Jalen Brunson every time he brings the ball up the court.
Bro, it's so crazy.
I'm like dead ass serious. It's actually kind of crazy. And mind you, just so everybody knows, I feel like I don't know if y'all are peeping this. Every quarter, San Antonio gets into the bonus with like 7 minutes to go in the quarter. Every single quarter. Now, mind you, the OG free throws where he got fouled on the 3.
Right, wasn't that his
2 minutes left to go in the fourth? Those were the first free throws of the half for the Knicks of the second half.
So, like, that's insane, man. Like, they couldn't, and it's crazy. Again, I can't see the Spurs winning a game in New York. I think it's just done. This series is over. This was the game they had to win. This is the Wemby, like, second half going crazy game. And just for him to sell the game, that pass off Castle's back, that just, the fact that he even have a chance to even get that, like, get a chance to even win the game was still like, bro, just a lot of emotions, man.
I think that's another part where it's like I'm not all into the experience thing. Like I don't dive too deep into that, but that comes a time because what was it like 8 seconds left?
Yeah.
Let's get the ball to a guard. Let's slow this down. Let's get something going. Why are we trying to zoom up the court like this is midway through the second? No, this is the end of the fourth quarter. Let's go get the ball.
I mean, to be fair, he did try to get it to a guard. The guard looked at him and then turned around.
But this is the thing, though.
I watched that play 7 times. There's no way I'm blaming Wemby and not
as a point guard, or just a guard. You're taught in
why are you
school,
running away from the ball?
Go get the damn ball. Go get the ball. Go get the ball.
He came towards the ball and then ran away.
And then left. I know. It was crazy.
I didn't even get to see that because I was like so happy.
And that's literally why Wemby went to throw the ball. Like, I watched the clip. Castle comes back to the ball. Wemby then prepares to throw it. And now, like, let's say it's 2K, right? He's in the pass animation. Like, you can't cancel the animation once it starts. Like,
yeah,
it is what it is, man.
Yeah,
bad turnover from Wemby. Bad turnover.
I didn't even see it because like as soon as I seen like Jalen Brunson get fouled, I was like I was hyped. So I didn't even know that Castle even turned around. I just seen a turnover, free throws for Brunson. I was so happy. Like I was in fan mode over like just watching basketball. Even though like this game was aggravating, even just like you can't be a Spurs fan and then think like the Spurs weren't getting benefited on the referees, bro. It was insane. I think that again, Mitchell Robinson tech, that was crazy. I don't know how Wemby doesn't get a tech there either if they're gonna call it tech. I think that
that was another ridiculous.
That was
call.
Crazy. Like
if anything, it's a double tech, but really, it's just a hey, separate and then let's play ball. Like that's all that was. And then who was it that got a foul because they hit Vassell's dread?
It was Brunson. It was Brunson on a closeout, and like he grabbed the dreads and they called a foul there. I was like, but you see Hartenstein full extension post somebody dreads, and there's not even like they don't even upgrade that even like after review like they did the I forgot which foul in the Spurs Thunder series like up to a flagrant. Like even that they didn't even look at that. Like he extended. Like it's crazy. It's so crazy that like the Spurs like were allowed to do things that we were complaining for the Thunder about. Like the Thunder were getting like a lot of complaints, and the Spurs are doing the same thing. It's just like people hate the Thunder, so they turn their glasses off to that, and it's just like, bro, it's egregious. I think it's crazy. I feel like that was just nasty. But
how did y'all feel about the last possession that the Spurs had drawn up the 2-man between Fox and Wemby? You get like a Wemby midi pull up. Was that kind of
the
like
face up long too?
Yeah, the face up. Yeah.
Oh, that trash ass shot. Yeah, that shit pissed me off. Yeah, that was terrible.
That was a bad shot. I think that.
What would you have gone to? What would y'all have gone to?
Either you get the ball Wemby as close to the rim as possible, or if that doesn't materialize, then Wemby comes to the ball, DHO, get the ball to Wemby in the middle of the floor. Those would be my two options. Not anything, whatever that nonsense was,
or anything to get him like running towards the rim, like they could have made a high back screen.
I mean, you're not gonna get a Wemby shot at the rim. The Knicks wouldn't allow it, but if you can get him close to the basket, you go for that. If not, then you have Wemby playing uphill, DHO with De'Aaron. De'Aaron can either get to the baseline, do whatever, or you have Wemby in the pocket. You hit him, and then you live with whatever he does at that position. But face up, I mean, I told you the percentages. 3 days.
With like 16%,
17%. So I guess you gave yourself a 1 in 6 chance of taking the lead. Cool, I guess. Great odds.
Yeah. But to me, I'm probably going.
Oh, you good?
I'm going to Fox. I'm going to Fox for the last possession. Probably running 2-man, either pick and roll or DHO or something like that. Probably start him down in the corner, come up, get a pin down, then run that into a DHO at Wemby, coming from the right corner. So when he turns the corner, he's having the ball in his dominant hand, and then I'm playing out of that. But I'm probably I'm telling De'Aaron, hey, I kind of want you taking this shot right now, to be honest with you. because he's a better isolation player if it turns into that than Victor Wembanyama.
Like the way the play was setting up, I thought it was gonna be like, you know, corner free throw pull up for Fox. I thought that's what it looked like. But then he dumped it off to Wemby, and then like obviously Wemby misses the mid range shot. But I forgot. Oh yeah, Cat Finals MVP. I don't think that's my Finals MVP. I don't think anybody should be. I know Brunson, you know, he's gonna get game 1 boost, but I think Cat should be getting that like unanimously, in my opinion.
I agree. I think we all agree with you on that one. We appreciate you, Damani, for pulling up, man. I know it's late over there on the East Coast, so make sure you get some rest. Make sure you're well rested these next couple of days, because
I will.
You got a parade and a party to get to.
I do.
Soon.
All right.
So
thank you for having me up.
Rested. Yes, sir. See you soon.
Merry Christmas.
Who we got next? Anna Monica Studios.
What's up?
It's Anna Monica in the flesh, man. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing pretty well.
That's good. What did you want to come up and discuss?
Nah, like I just saw the game. Knicks went up 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they were selling. Man, everybody was trying to not win on the last plays. You're missing free throws, turning the ball over. Yeah.
Jason
I think
Tatum.
Facts.
Jason Tatum, what?
He would never.
Facts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Whoever asked me the other day, was Jalen Brunson better than Jason Tatum? Yeah. No,
he's not.
No.
Jalen Brunson
I
was better
said
than Jason
that
Tatum.
then, but I just want to reiterate that. No, it's not better.
If he was, they would have beat Indiana.
And he's not better than Cade either.
Facts. He's not better than Jaylen Brown either.
Man, he's 2 wins away from being better than all these guys you name him. But I mean, I guess
that's not true.
You know, not better than Jalen Green either.
I'm gonna be honest.
You said what? What you say?
You know about to tell me Cade better than Steve Nash? Like, you know about to tell me that. So.
You're not better than Jalen Green either.
He cooking. He cooking right now.
Man, lay out a basketball. Who's hooping harder?
Hey, that's
you said what?
funny as hell.
Lay out a basketball, Jalen Green or Jalen Brunson? Who's doing
I trust Jalen Green to get me more buckets in the MTG.
We appreciate you, Monica Studios. Hey, man. I've been waiting to. Hey, you be talking a little crazy, Anna Monica. Talking a little crazy, and then you ask a crazy question. You're gone. Bye from the studio. I'm moving like Mars tonight. I'm usually the nice one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm usually the nice one.
So sure.
Let's see who we got. That is 1,000% true. You don't even be wanting to talk to the people, let alone hear what they have to say. Okay, I'm a man of the people.
I don't think you're not nice.
Did you kick a nigga off the stage last time and he didn't get to say a word?
The guy who came on with no cam at the end of the show? Yeah. And guess what? You know what he said in the private chat? Thanks for bringing me up. Exactly. You know why? He's grateful. Yeah.
Who we got next? Okay. Very interesting username that you have. What's up, man? What did you want to discuss?
Yeah, sorry. My username's back because I have to have a first and last name on YouTube for some reason. So yeah.
And it's okay. I like it though.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you got my super chat or not. But
no, go ahead.
My first topic is people aren't really talking about it, but like Mitch Johnson is just absolutely getting out coached. Like his offense is like so stagnant. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but like I feel like they went away from Wemby when he had it going in the third quarter. Like they weren't running him any sets after that. Like they weren't even running him the usual sets they're running for him when he gets it out the corner usually. Like I don't know what was going on. And
was
my
this
second
your super
topic,
chat right here?
Yes, it was.
Okay, the problem with this Spurs team isn't that they're a bad team, but they have no high or above average IQ besides Harper and Fox. But they both not good passers.
That meets the character limits, you know. Bad grammar. I apologize.
I think I would describe Fox as at least an average slightly above average passer. I do agree with the overall statement, though. I do think they run into some, particularly, I know it's going to seem like I'm harping on the guy, but like Castle, I just don't like.
He's a fake passer.
Yeah,
Like
you're a
the
Steph
only
Castle
passes
hater.
he
That's
can
what I'm
make
hearing.
is
You're a Steph
the
Castle
only
hater.
pass he can make is a skip pass to the corner, and that's not, to me. Skip passes aren't really impressive, in my opinion. I think that's like the easiest pass you can make off of a roll.
I mean, it's damn near the pass that is being given up, especially if you play on a team with Wemby, because you know when a guy is tagging Wemby, like he's
I feel like you
exaggerating.
guys harsh on Castle's passing, man. I seen him manipulate some defenders to throw lobs.
He's
man.
a good passer, but I just think he's like overrated compared to where Ron puts him and whatnot. But you know,
I
that's
don't know
wrong.
where
He's
Ron
delusional.
puts him. Yeah, I don't know where Ron puts him. But it's also Ron, so
yeah,
I mean, I get.
Yeah, true.
Do you let me see. Do you have San Antonio winning a game this series, or do you think it's over?
I'm a Spurs fan, so you know I'm biased. I have to say that before anything. But before the series started, I didn't really have us winning this series. Everybody around me is telling me that the Spurs are supposed to win because they're using Penn's logic about, you know, gamblers in Vegas or whatever, as if that fucking means anything. But like, we don't really have that much advantages besides like defense, and our offense is like mid sometimes. Like,
I mean, I don't want to like. It sounds like we're kind of like low on the Spurs now.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Spurs can still win the series.
I mean, yeah, they can.
That far, but
they can.
but
But
like, make it interesting.
I think they've shown that they can win games in this series.
Yeah,
but ultimately, this is where I'm confused, right? Because everywhere I'm listening, oh, the Spurs are favorites. The Spurs are favorites. So either we've cultivated an audience of, you know, interesting individuals. Where are the people who pick the Spurs? Like everyone I'm talking to,
it's the gamblers. It's the gamblers. So, those are the only people picking them.
Yeah, you're missing like maybe outside of PC brass, your brass, my brass.
So we've just cultivated an audience of people who actually watch the games, maybe.
Correct.
Because I said it on Hoop Talk. Like I was trying, like we did our episode once again. Shameless plug. We was trying to be. I don't know if John D was the same, but I know I was trying to be like as. I don't want to say unbiased. I don't think I was biased, but I was trying to see it from like a 50-50 lens of, oh, it can go both ways. Here's how the Spurs can win. Here's how the Knicks can win. And everything I was saying, I was like, yeah, the Spurs can do this. And then like 2 seconds later, I'm like, oh yeah, but the Knicks can just counter it by doing that. Like, I didn't see the avenue for the Spurs really winning this series. And I said it on the show, like, I'm very comfortable picking the Knicks.
Yeah,
like they just have
way
pretty more avenues to beat the Spurs than the Spurs did them.
And
I'm confused at how that's not the consensus.
I was pretty comfortable with the Knicks once the Spurs won. Like, I knew coming in, like, yeah, I think that even the Knicks would have rather saw the Spurs than the Thunder. So I've been pretty confident with the Knicks coming into this series. I just think they have more offensive firepower to throw out, more counters, and I think they have better execution offensively, and I think they have a defensive game plan that works. So I was pretty confident in New York once the series got rolling. And to be completely fair, like a lot of the people I've heard pick the Spurs is just like a Wemby type of.
It's a Wemby thing.
It's a Wemby thing.
It is.
Oh, so Wemby's the new LeBron, where if LeBron's on the team, you just put them in the series.
That's literally what it is.
I was about to make the same
point. And then when they
don't win, it's everybody else's fault. Yeah. So here's the thing: the people that were picking San Antonio were basically. That's why on the episode I was trying to tell or ask Numbnut, can you give me a basketball reason to the Spurs winning the series? All I heard was, oh, Wemby's great this, and it's his moment that, and intestinal fortitude, and stupid shit like that.
But
I'm like, give me
Cavs in 07, by the way, but this was the same shit that was probably happening back then.
Did you guys watch
Braun? Like,
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, because Braun had his Pistons. Didn't Braun have his Pistons moment in that run?
He
and
did. Yeah,
Wemby has his
and then
thunder
he stuck
moment
it
in
up
this
in game
run,
7, and
Yup.
because they won.
and it's just like it is what it is. Like, and
Did
I'm
you
saying
guys
like what
watch? Oh,
I
sorry.
think like the past like 5 years, the team to beat the defending champions has not won the championship. Like what last year, the Knicks beat the Celtics. They didn't win a championship. The year before that, Minnesota beat the champions. They didn't win. Lakers beat the Warriors. They didn't win. So it's like we're starting to get, and it's like once that team beats, except for the Knicks, because I feel like a lot of people last year knew the Knicks weren't going to win a championship. But outside of that, once Ant-Nem beat the Nuggets, I thought they were going to the finals.
Yeah, people.
Once
were
the
thinking
Lakers beat the
Minnesota,
Warriors, I was confident we was getting the Nuggets out of there in 6. So it's just like we start to get this hype. It's like, oh yeah, these guys just knocked down the defending champions. It's their time. It's their time. Wemby's gonna go do it, and I just thought the Knicks probably would have preferred to see the Spurs than the Thunder, and
For sure.
now we're at a point where it's like the Knicks are up 2-0.
We say this. Watch the Spurs win 4 straight. We're gonna be fried.
Hey,
Yeah, I mean, if they do, salute to them. If Wemby and the Spurs can pull that off, salute to them. That'll be a great accomplishment. Okay, we appreciate
I don't get
you.
2 subjects.
Oh no, go ahead. I thought you was
Go
done.
ahead.
I thought you was done.
The second thing is like it's really really short, but like I'm getting ratioed on Twitter badly because people are saying this is Wemby's 2011 bronze season for some reason because the Spurs were the favorites for whatever fucking reason, and I just wanted you guys' thoughts on that.
Yeah, I'm not agreeing with this. A 07 Bron moment, a 20, definitely not 2011. I'm not agreeing with any of those sentiments. A, Wemby's playing better right now than Bron did in either one of those series, quite clearly as well. And B, Wemby's not Bron. So yeah, I don't really see the parallel, to be honest. I don't really see the parallel.
the only parallel is just like this guy's young and he's the face of the league now. I think those are the real only. Like a lot of people saying, "Oh, this is Wemby's 07."
Bron weren't
This
the
is
face
Wemby's
of the
11.
league in 07. Kobe was.
I'm saying like they're young and they're on their way to being the face of the league. That's like the correlation between Bron and Wemby in these NBA final series. That's the only one to me where it's like we have this really young player that we're ready to prop up into becoming the face of the league.
I feel if Wemby was thinking it up, I would agree. Yeah, if Wemby was thinking it up, I would agree with the parallel. The issue is he's not. So
I think I guess the separation, at least between me and you, Bars, is I do think he stunk it up in game 1.
I agreed with you. We went live after that game. I said he had a bad game.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess so. What's saving him right now from being that as bad as what this second half? I'm not saying that. Like, sorry.
Well, the fact that he didn't stink it up in game 2, yes, and also the fact that Wemby's game 1 also wasn't as bad as Bron's game 1. Like, I don't know. I feel like people haven't watched that 07 final series. Like, he genuinely played. Like, it's not, he played bad for a superstar. No, he played bad. All the things that Bron does good, he did bad in that series. Everything that you know Bron to be good at, he was not good at. Everything. Like, he had a bad series. I make the argument all the time. 07 Bron was worse in the finals from a raw performance standpoint than he was in 2011. Now, 2011 is worse because he was a better player by that point, and they were overwhelming favorites. So, like, the narrative-wise, it's worse. Mm-hmm. If you just isolate performance for performance, 07 is the worst he's ever played in the finals. Like, he played. There was not one good game. There was no second half Wemby tonight. That didn't exist in any game. He was bad the whole time. Like, that's why I don't see the parallel. Wemby having one good half already means he's done more than Bron did in the 07 finals. That's literally how low the bar is. All it takes is one good half. So, yeah.
They're all like 22. So, like, of course they didn't watch it like that. So it's like,
I mean, shit, me too. I've watched it. I watched it multiple times, actually.
True,
but
most people are putting that.
You can't hate watch Prime Run. 07 finals, come on. Shit. You gotta leave it some. I think Bron haters have watched that series more than Bron fans for obvious reasons.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Gave
so
that series one crack.
as a proud Bron hater, yeah, he stunk it up, and I've seen him stink it up in that series on multiple occasions. That's why I'll never forget that he airballed a free throw.
I have never watched the 2004 finals.
Yeah, me either.
I'm never gonna watch that. I'm never gonna watch that.
I've
Don't
seen
ask me to speak
clips,
on that
but
series.
just sitting down, just watching the series.
Yeah, hell no, hell no.
Watch it for what? Yeah, I know what I know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Gary Payton and them sucked. They couldn't get my man in the right position.
No,
that's what happened. Okay, now is there anything else? Or was that?
No, that's it. I love your guys' content. You as well, John D. I wish you were more
thank you,
consistent.
man. I appreciate that.
Please drop more, please.
Yeah, we'll be getting back to that. We'll be getting back to
do
that.
better, John D. Do better.
I gotta ramp back up.
You guys have a good night, man.
You too, man.
Appreciate you. Okay. I really enjoyed that name for whatever reason. I really did. But yeah, we appreciate you. And appreciate all of y'all. Again, we still going 800 deep and it's late. Appreciate y'all. Make sure that you like the stream. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. We're on the road to 10K, trying to get to 10K as quickly as possible so we can start getting some ad reads. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on. Let's continue. We got a void. JD, what's up? You on mute.
Back him up.
Chill out, Mars. Chill out. Damn. Yeah. Shit. Let's talk about Mikal Bridges. Because I felt like he was getting really dogged on. And like I said yesterday, I'm not even a Knicks fan, but Mikal was getting so much flag earlier this year. 6 first round picks. Oh, he's garbage. And I'm like, damn, where's all of this in the playoffs? Because he always performs in the playoffs. I felt like last year, even in the Indiana series, he was also performing, especially against the Celtics. Don't remember who they played last year in the first round. But yeah, Pistons. I just like you said who, Pistons? Yeah. Because of that Tim Hardaway foul call that didn't get called. Crazy bailout too. Yeah, I just feel like Mikal just needs to get his props. I feel like he hooped tonight. I don't even know what he shot for.
Amazing game tonight.
I feel like he shot. I remember sometime into the third, like he's 6 or 7. I'm like, damn, what?
When people see 5 first round picks, they expect superstar output. That's probably why Mikal Bridges is not going to get the flowers he really deserves consistently. Just because it's like people are going to be like, oh yeah, Mikal Bridges got more first round picks than Luka. You know, like somebody's always going to say that. You know, so it's like
you're going to have more championships than Luka too.
I'm going to ignore that. Anyway,
absolutely. You're not even justifying.
We're not even gonna. Yeah. We're just gonna let that. We're gonna let that ride. But yeah, I think that's what it's gonna be. Like, a lot of people don't look deeper like into like what he's doing for the team defensively or in the postseason, or how valuable his type of play could actually be. And I just think people, for example, people relate play to their contract a lot, to where it's like you could be a good player, but if you're getting overpaid, you're never going to be a good player. Like, that's just how a lot of people look at it. It's like, okay, I think you're making way more than you should be, therefore you're a bad player, even though you could still be a good player, just a little overpaid. And people are always going to look at what you gave up for them, what you're paying them, what your role is on the team, and all that stuff, to where it's like, if you're somebody who's in a role you're not supposed to be in, you're a bad player. If you're getting paid too much and you're not performing to what you're getting paid, you're a bad player. If you gave up these amount of picks and you're not playing to 5 first round picks, when I watch these superstars go for less, you're a bad player. You know, it's just people associate the player with maybe the contract, the trade, the role a little bit too much, and they don't isolate the player's play, you know. So I feel like that's what it's going to be for guys like guys like Mikal Bridges or even guys like Derek White who get propped up into these. Oh, if he could be a number one, or he's an all-star, or he's an all NBA caliber player. Like that's just what happens in
But I think
basketball
there's
discourse at times.
Wasn't Mikal all-star though?
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
All-star
I don't
caliber.
think
I don't
so.
think he made
But
that.
I do think that those players, like, I'm always going or rooting for teams that go for it. Even here in Houston, like that James Harden year, or the James Harden years, in my opinion, were like a success. And I like that they kept going for it. I like that they brought Dwight Howard in. Okay, Dwight Howard didn't work. Okay, let's go to something else. Let's go to Chris Paul. Chris Paul, we almost got it done. Chris Paul almost got it done. Then you get off Chris Paul, you bring in Russell Westbrook. Now, was that the greatest? Well, him and Russ were a lot better than people try to convey. But like, there's no such thing as an overpay if you win.
And he like
right
plays
it's not. The Knicks are not going to care that they.
I mean, they won't care. That doesn't mean they didn't overpay.
I'm saying it doesn't matter. If you win a championship, to my opinion, it doesn't matter. If the Knicks win a championship this year, I don't care that they slightly overpaid OG Anunoby. I don't care that they spent the draft capital on Mikal Bridges. You got a championship. You won a championship. And I'm not ever mad for teams actually going for it. You know what I'm saying? They went all in. They went all in, and it's going to pay off. It's about to pay off.
Yeah, it's going to pay off until it's Spurs in 6.
I was going to say, unless the Spurs win 4 straight, then that's just some shit, ain't it?
That will be
so
devastating.
Sure. It would be.
Yeah, let me change it. Let me put on my tweet. Spurs in 6. It's out now. Come on.
The ref sucked tonight. That was what we talk about. But y'all got onto that.
Yeah, we locked in.
They were like that offensive foul that they called on Carl on Stephon Castle in the third quarter.
Oh man,
they were like they called back-to-back foul calls on Carl. I was like, what? And like
they had to get the Spurs back in the game.
Man, they don't want to sweep, and I don't want either. I don't want one either. I really don't.
And you know,
I wouldn't want to sweep either. Hey, Silva, go ahead, take them up.
The Knicks are overcoming rigging of games.
It's kind of crazy.
In my opinion, that makes that chip worth 2.
Low,
they're able to overcome this. Yeah. But it's just crazy. Like, if we can all acknowledge that this is what happens in the NBA, refs do what they can to extend series, blah blah blah. There's no way you guys care this much about the outcomes of series if you guys can all understand what happens in games to keep series going on for longer. It doesn't make sense. Like, it's just part of it. Yeah, the refs are going to extend the series because you know what? It's good for ratings that the series goes longer. Why do you care about the outcome of the series, though? Like, I don't. Why do you actually? Why does this determine
winning
players' careers?
Matters.
Winning matters on a rigged game. We're all just here talking. Oh yeah, you know the refs are just gonna rig a game so that the series can go longer. Yeah, they're gonna rig it so that we can get to a game 7. Oh yeah, but you know what? This actually affects your legacy if you don't win. What? You can be so casual acknowledging rigging of games and then gonna tell me why these results matter for players' legacies. Sure, I guess. Cool. Makes sense. That all just adds up in my brain.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sure.
Sometimes you got to overcome, man. I don't know what to tell niggas, bro.
The Knicks are doing
winning matters, man. It just always will in sports. I like that. It's just the fact of the matter. Sports is about winning. It's about.
I agree. That's the goal of the game.
I don't want to lose.
You analyzing the game. Always gonna matter. You guys acknowledging as an analyst. That's what you are, man. You analyze what goes on. Acknowledging. Oh yeah,
I'm a personality.
Cool, whatever you identify as. I'm not here to tell you how you identify. Acknowledging that the games get rigged so that series can be extended or so that TV ratings or whatever the case may be. Acknowledging all of that as reality. And then telling me that the outcome of said situations determines how you feel about players. That is ridiculous to me. Now, that's how it's always been. I'm not here to try and change all of history. Cool. In my mind, that's ridiculous. That's just all it is. That's in my mind.
I don't think that every series is rigged to this extent. right? There have been championship series where I feel like, well refed on both ends and stuff like that. I think all of this every series deserves its own context. Every series deserves its own point of view, right? So this particular series, I do think that the NBA wanted the Spurs to win this game. I think that was pretty apparent. I think it was pretty obvious. However, though, I still think even if the Spurs had won this game, I think the Knicks would have got a favorable whistle in Madison Square Garden. I still believe that. I really think though, like home teams do kind of naturally get a more favorable whistle. It just kind of naturally happens sometimes.
They should be like that.
It shouldn't be, but I do think it kind of naturally, right? Because refs are humans as well, and so like you don't want to be.
Where was the Rockets' natural home advantage in Game 7?
Because they were playing against LeBron. Wait, in Game 7.
No, he talking about the Golden State with the.
Yeah, where was that natural home advantage?
18
and so, but that's one of the scenarios where I'm saying, yeah, NBA wanted Kevin Durant and Steph Curry in the finals with LeBron James.
You view James Harden. Forget Dwayne Wade. Forget that. You view James Harden in a lesser light than I do. Just for example, than I do.
But not because of that series.
No, but if he were to then win that series, make the finals, his number one option, and I'm fairly sure you are on my side of they would have mocked the Cavs, right? Well, they would have beat the Cavs. Maybe not.
They would have beat
the Cavs?
them.
I think they would have beat them.
But see, here's the thing with James Harden. I think they could have beat the Cavs, and James Harden was on that stink shit still.
No, yeah. Besides the point, what I'm saying is, if James Harden now has said championship on his resume, you view him more positively than you do currently, correct? Regardless of if he has a good series or whatever, you view him more positively than you currently do. Not saying better than Dwayne Wade. Forget the Dwayne Wade conversation. Just generally speaking, you view him more positively.
Probably, yeah.
I don't think I would.
And in my humble opinion, the whole reason that you don't is because of a game that was rigged. How does that sit right with you?
I mean, James Harden isn't that important to me, so
no. The concept, James Harden is just like the obvious example. Like, but not like if that were to happen to, let's say that happened to Luka, right? And now Luka retires ringless, and people are going to be like, Luka has no rings. Blah blah blah.
You got a
like,
point.
I would pick up that fight.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is you view that as like, oh well, winning matters in sports, so like we just have to ignore the fact that the refs can manipulate games to go the way they want, because ultimately the players just got to win, even though we're seeing players not win because of things outside of their control.
I would then have to think, is that the only feasible time that person could have won a championship and performed in said setting?
Well, no, Luka has 24 as well, so that was his chance.
No, but I'm saying I'm not talking about a specific. I'm talking about in general, right? So let's say I do think that happens to James Harden where it was rigged in 2018. Okay, so now I'm looking at, are there any other points in his career where I deem it feasible or plausible that he could have won a championship if he had performed? I do. Now, I know you're not going to like it, but 2012, I think he was ass.
I mean, yeah, he was terrible in that series for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't like it. I still think, and I think he was a good enough player to hold accountable because he had already been amazing.
I agree. I think James Harden was a really good player in 2012. I agree. He played trash. Hold him accountable. Slunk out.
If Luka outside of, let's say Luka has, well, I don't even think it's ever been like rigged against Luka. I don't know. But I got the comparison. I got why you brought up Luka. So
yeah,
I'm also just not one to like get. I do not pick up swords for everybody. I have people that I like. I go to bat for them, and then I let people that like other people pick up their sword for them and make their arguments and fights for them. I may even agree with them, but you're asking like, why don't I? Because like I don't give a fuck about James Harden enough to be like, oh well, he should. Yeah, it's like, hey, it did happen for him, and that's unfortunate. I know there might
I
be.
just feel like it's wrong.
I'm acknowledging
to
a
view players
bias, I guess.
Not everybody can win. Jim.
I just I just don't like the way we discuss players and their careers. Like it's never going to change. But yeah,
that's never going to change.
But to me, I still don't think that I view James Harden the way I do because he doesn't have a championship though.
Nah, he just be selling in the.
I think part of the way you view James Harden is I think you would view James Harden differently if he had a championship. I still think you would have the same gripes with him as a player. I still like the process, the lack of a mid-range game, the predictability. All of those things would still be true. Mm-hmm. I think you would be less honed in on them had he won, in my opinion.
I mean, okay. I would still have him as the 4th best shooting guard of all time.
Yeah, that's why I said it's not always just about rankings. Because there's some people who I know I'm higher on them than like consensus in terms of how I view them as a player. But then in terms of a ranking, I'm lower on them in terms of like where they actually place. Mm-hmm. Dirk Nowitzki is the example of that, for example. But it's not always just about, when I talk about how you view a player, it's not always just about, oh yeah, do you think he's better than Dwayne Wade but worse than Iverson? Like, it's not about just the ranking. It's about how you view the player, how you speak on him. Yeah, like you wouldn't speak on James Harden. I think part of the way you speak on James Harden is because he gets compared to Dwayne Wade as often as he does. So you're on the Dwayne Wade side of things, so you'll tend to take the negative side. But also I think part of it is because he hasn't won, so you're more harsh on his playoff shortcomings. I think that's just how it goes.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not just that. I think like him, and I even throw like Steve Nash in this group. I'm being honest. If I feel like the way that you play basketball is kind of like gimmicky, I just
there's no way we don't need to have a Steve Nash convo. That's cool. There's just no way that was
James. The reason why I view James Harden the way I do is like, oh, twing, step back. Twing, Griff. Twing. It's like, I got it. Like,
I'm not even gonna make the obvious.
I know Luka. Yeah. I know Luka. Luka. But hey,
step back, twing, Griff.
I'm not even gonna do it.
I know. And that's why I was on Luka ass this year. People gotta stop acting like they ain't see me complaining about Luka a lot this year. I was.
Yeah, it got under my skin.
But then
Luka been tween step back for years. That's his game.
Who's he average 44?
But we got a little mid range.
We got a little post game. We got a little post.
We got a little post up game. Like it's some different shit up in there.
James Harden shot a mid range when he was forced to.
Avoid JD. We appreciate you.
Thank y'all. Appreciate you. Caleb Wilson, he's coming to the Bulls. I'm telling y'all, it's over.
Yeah, I do think Caleb Wilson going to the Bulls. I like that.
I'd rather see Cam Boozer in there. But...
No, we going to Memphis. We going to Memphis.
He's going to Memphis.
I've already started imagining the fit with me and Edie. Like we locked in. About to watch an 8 games. Come on.
UNC to the Bulls.
I'm trying to see Boozer.
Y'all know where y'all seen that from? 23.
You're not trying to see Boozer in Chicago.
All right, y'all.
You're not even Boozer FC. Stay on that side.
All right, guys. Appreciate you.
I don't mean that. You know what?
Yeah, exactly. You don't get to see Boozer in Chicago. Only Boozer FC gets to see Boozer. You're a fraud. Talking about some AJ. No, shut up.
Still Darren Peterson.
What's up, Hector? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Is that the sun outside?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's
the morning, yeah.
7 a.m. Yeah.
But now I'm good though. I decided to switch my routine. I woke up at like 1 a.m. So I woke up to watch the game, right? So that I just went to sleep super early and now it's kind of working, right? So now I'm about to go on a walk after this. So I got my morning to enjoy in Norway. So yeah. But my topic, probably I want to talk about the refs, right? Because my problem is how they officiate basketball nowadays. I find it very difficult because they just lost control of the game, the refs. They simply, the way that defenders are allowed to essentially hand check, they are hand checking. We are watching them, when the drive is happening, they are arm bar every time, right? You're not getting that. Then the counter from the offensive player is I'm going to flail. I'm going to, try and draw, show the contact to the referee. But the refs, they only call certain times. So sometimes that's why we see with San Antonio, you see them like complaining about why didn't get this call, and then the Knicks aren't getting any calls. No one's getting any calls, and then randomly you see Cat get like a tiki-taki foul and Josh Hart get a tiki-taki. Like that's the problem. You can't have this inconsistencies. What I'll have a problem with that. I want to get your opinion on that. Yeah.
This was a game for me where the refs were noticeably bad. And I said it before. I don't know if you was listening. Most games I tend to not notice the refs, or I try not to notice the refs. Today was I don't think you can explain this game without bringing up the refs.
Yeah.
And I don't like when that's the case for a game. Whenever the refs are a big storyline in the game, I think that means they did a bad job. And today was one of those games. I'm thankful that the Knicks were still able to win despite the refs, in my opinion, clearly favoring San Antonio. But it's borderline egregious when games can be officiated that way, in my opinion. But it is what it is.
I agree.
I think the thing with
think that the referee was bad. Just to agree with y'all.
But there were calls that were even missed on San Antonio, like the one where Castle was clearly flung out the air or whatever, and he's clearly arm is going down, right? So he's clearly being hit as he tries to dunk or whatever. I don't think he was just trying to finish. They don't call that, and then you got that's obvious, physical contact, and then we later on have like these small fouls. Like, okay, it's a foul technically, but you've let this contact go all game. Why are you now calling it? It's so stupid. Like, I don't get it. I don't get how the refs. That's the same thing in football. Mars knows. If you're gonna call one certain tackle a certain way, you have to call it the whole game. That's why people are mad when the red cards. Certain tackles get called red cards. The same type of tackle, not a red card the next week. Same thing's happening here. You have people genuinely just the same type of fouls not getting called in different moments. It's just so bad. I don't get it at all.
Also, I just particularly think that the Spurs are getting some calls that are happening on the other end, but the Knicks aren't getting the same calls.
Yeah.
I am going to go back and I'm dead ass going to rewatch these games at the beginning of the quarters. Bro, I'm so serious, chat. The Spurs start every quarter getting into the bonus around the 7-minute mark. I'm like dead ass serious. While the Knicks don't get a call. It's so like blatant. It's like, can we at least do a better job of hiding it, Mr. Silver? Like, I know we want Golden Boy to win. I got it. And I don't even have a problem with that. But we can't be starting every quarter. The Spurs are in the bonus by the time the 7-minute mark hits. And now they're in the bonus for the entire rest of the quarter. OG Anunoby's 3 free throws with 2 minutes left in the fourth, being the first free throws that the Knicks shot in the second half, is absolutely egregious. It's absolutely egregious. And there's really no excuse for that. It's no excuse. There's no reasoning. You can't look anybody honestly in the face and say, oh, the Spurs weren't fouling for a whole half of a finals game. Like, let's be real. Let's be like that. That's crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous.
In fact, I'm
Hello?
not gonna lie.
Hello? No one gonna pick up? I don't know.
We got to view the Spurs, Wemby. We got to view them in a lesser light because the refs are actively playing on their team right now and they're still down 0-2. So you know how hard it is to lose a game when the refs are trying to help you win? That takes skill. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm taxing Wemby. I don't think he's in my top 5 no more. I think that's what it is. I don't think you can lose games when the refs are holding your hand. So yeah, that's my biggest adjustment that I've made.
So you're getting into your troll bag late. Okay. I see you. Was there anything else that you would like to discuss, Mr. Hector, before you go on your journey?
I kind of had this thing with last time I talked about how I felt about Wemby, right? And how I was very disappointed, essentially, because he led me to believe something that simply isn't true. He's not close to the level of player I thought he was on offense. On defense, there's some egregious stuff where you just see. I can't believe people are just running away from a basket when a guy's near him. That's just something that's going to happen, obviously, with Wemby. But people are just obviously vacating. They're not even trying to get at him, which is very valuable, of course. But on offense, it's bad. He can't self-create at all, and that's really embarrassing for a player of his, caliber. Obviously, best in the world is the talks. And when you can't self-create, it's kind of lessening his value by a ton, in my opinion, because the offense, even with him on the floor, looks very bad at times. I don't get how that can be the case when you're the best in the world, but yeah. How do you guys feel about that?
I think you can be the best in the world and not necessarily, if you're going to be that level of defensive player, let me qualify that statement, and not necessarily be like a great isolation player, a great one-on-one offensive player. Like, I think that's fine with his particular archetype. Is it what you would like? Probably not. You know, on a basketball team, you would very much so like to be able to just, you know, give the ball to your best player and be like, hey, generate quality offense for either yourself or your team. That's typically how it goes, right? Historically speaking, you're able to do that. But, you know, with how flawed kind of the top of the league is, Wemby can get away with that. Now, if there was a 09 to 20 all the way to 2020 LeBron James in the league right now, then that would be of more concern, and it would knock him more as, you know, in the best in the world talks, right? If there was a 06 to 08 Kobe in the league, that would not come further down in best in the world talks, right? There was a 24 Embiid in the league. We're kind of knock him more down in the talks. But, you know, Nikola Jokic, who's in the talks, he can't guard the rim. He's a center. Giannis has no jump shot whatsoever. Luka, I mean, no off-ball game. Better defensively this year. I do want to give him that credit, but, like, you know, still not the greatest of defensive players. So, like, the people that are in this conversation all have like a glaring issue as a basketball player. Yeah,
because my thing is kind of when I'm watching, you know, modern day. I went back and I watched, you know, last summer I was watching a lot of Kobe, and I think he's I'm probably very high. I haven't watched a lot of old players. I can't really have opinions, but Kobe looks to me like he would be the best player in the world right now. Obviously, he because in the playoffs especially, it was just he got shots he wanted. He got them.
Say that one more time. Say it one more time.
Say it a little louder.
Kobe is obviously the best player in the world if he was to play right now. It's just very, very obvious based on, especially in the playoffs, the way he just consistently, he was not like he was stopping him, because he just he got to his shots. He did it no matter any time. I watched the whole Celtics final when he was in away. He wasn't spectacular, but he still got shots up. He was still getting shots that he liked, which Wemby, he's going a whole half shooting four shots, and he's jumping up and then flailing the ball across the court because he doesn't feel comfortable taking shots. It's just that happened like 3-4 times. It's just weird to watch from the best in the world. But again, you have to. He's such an anomaly defensively that I guess you kind of have to give the credit. But on offense, it just looks weird at times for me.
I watched Kobe not take shots in the playoffs
on purpose.
We're gonna ignore that.
Exactly. We were making a point on a team that had no chance of winning a championship anyway. Didn't even matter.
Sure didn't.
You guys are so weird. Now it's better to not shoot on purpose, I guess.
Yes. Depends on.
It's not better, but it explains it, obviously.
Exactly.
You've already explained why Wemby ain't getting shots in the first half.
Why is he not? Why is he?
You already explained it. You just spoke about his self-creation. Now we have to like we don't have an explanation.
No, but he's rising up, open jumper, and he's just passing out of it because he's scared. What's up with that?
Did I not tell you the percentages like 3 days ago?
I know, but like that's
so now you want him shooting the 17% shot just to prove.
I want him shooting the ball when he's rising up to shoot it, not just flailing the ball, to his teammates.
Cook him, Hector. Cook him.
I guess if you want 17%
do you like bailout passes? Where he's just jumping up and
yes, I have no issue with bailout passes as a concept.
No, but like in that scenario, when he's rising up for a jump shot, he doesn't.
I don't even remember the pass you're talking about. To be fair,
it happened like drive on the right side.
It happened multiple times. Am I misremembering?
I don't watch the games. You're correct. I genuinely don't remember what pass. I remember bailouts that he made, and I don't remember complaining about it. Now, if there's a particular one that was egregious that I don't remember, cool. But there's the ones I remember him making, I don't hate.
Didn't he throw that pass like off target too? Wasn't it like a bad pass when he did that?
Probably.
It's not
He's
like
not a
he
great
got into
passer.
the shooter's pocket.
He needs to work on his passing also.
He does. His accuracy is questionable.
Yeah, his
I like his
accuracy.
vision. I like his vision. I just
He
don't
be
like
having, he be having the right ideas, but like the execution of the pass is poor. He needs to become a better passer. Absolutely.
He does.
As
That
much
would
as
be
he's going to
great.
get double teamed in his career as well, like he needs to get better at that. Absolutely.
I still don't have an issue with him not shooting shots, especially if the bar is Kobe, who I watch not shoot shots.
Yeah, I might actually be blinded by the fact that I think he looks so erratic, and it just added to the feeling I got watching him that he was scared essentially in the first half. He just played weird.
Oh, it's the chat argument. I mean, shit, yeah, I'll push that prop. Yeah, he's scared.
No, but not like scared, like terrified.
I heard enough.
You get what I'm saying? He looked like he wasn't comfortable on the court. Is what I'm saying.
Cat is Chet's. Cat is Wemby's.
Oh my!
Cat is Wemby.
You're nasty.
Chet's
You're nasty.
Wemby. Yeah.
Stop.
Cat is to Wemby what Wemby is to Chet. That's all I heard. So yeah, that's good enough for me.
We thank you, Hector. Hey, you came up here, you cooked. You know what I'm saying? And then you gave Kobe prop. You're a good man in my books, young lad. You're a good man.
Yeah,
you go ahead and embark on your journey. Good morning to you, and you have a good rest of your day.
Have a good night, fellas.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas. Kobe prop is disgusting. Just propping anything.
I personally don't think that's disgusting. I actually think it's quite lovely.
Yeah, I think you're disgusting for thinking that's disgusting, actually. You're nasty. Hey, Kobe prop is wild, but you can get up here and twerk 25-8 for James Harden, the man you are, or the lack thereof.
Show me Kobe's 36-point per game season.
If you do 35.4,
you better not try relative to Arami or fucking adjust for whatever possessions. Show me his 36.
How you doing, bottom left? How you doing?
How you doing? Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good.
Bada Bingster.
Hey, you remember that? Okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so first off, that whoever that was last, if he's criticism just shows how I'm assuming how good he thinks Wemby actually is going to be, because that was kind of harsh. Like, dang, like he clearly isn't a good like jump shooter. He's making it seem like when he passes off a shot that he's not good at, it's a bad thing. Like I disagree. I disagree with that. He was
If you're a
making
bad
some
jump shooter, why are you rising up to shoot it in the first place?
That goes to one of the points I want to bring up. Because you said two points, right? My first one is the young guys on like for the off season, because I personally think that unfortunately the series is probably done. Like this. Note that I just seen that no team has ever lost 2 at home and won the finals. So history's probably gonna repeat itself. New York's gonna fall apart.
Can you imagine? Just very quickly though.
Didn't the Suns go up 2-0 on the road? Or I'm tripping.
The finals.
No, they were at home.
They were at home.
Against
Okay.
the Bucks,
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, the Bucks suck. Can't even have home
What if?
Oh, you're talking about the Bucks? Okay, yeah, I got you.
What if Wemby is the first player ever to come back?
3-0.
3-0.
What
if that
LeBron
happens?
legacy just getting?
He would immediately jump.
It'll be over. It'll be over.
He would immediately jump into top 20 talks. Like Karl Malone.
He'd be better than Kobe.
Yeah,
we would for sure hear that take.
Oh yeah, I'll be here for sure. Yeah, I'll be here for sure.
I'll be fighting. I don't care if
you
I'm
can fight who you want.
I'm fighting. I'm telling you.
I don't know who's I don't know who's a more disrespected star between Steph and Kobe. It's kind of funny because they're like kind of near each other in terms of top 10.
100% Kobe.
But those two,
and let any guard be doing anything. Oh, he's better than Kobe.
I exist in the wrong places if that's even a question between Steph and Kobe. Who's more disrespected? Really? Yeah,
I feel like nowadays
I just have a bunch of Steph stands around me. Then I guess because I don't.
I rarely hear any Steph hate.
Yeah, I feel like whenever someone's doing good, like a guard like SGA, I feel like Steph is the first name brought up. Mainly because of this.
Maybe it's just because I'm a Kobe guy.
It's definitely Kobe who's brought up. Definitely.
Yeah, Kobe too. Yeah, they're both brought up. But you're right. It probably is more Kobe just because he's like bigger.
Better, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
but Back to my
Not
2
even
points.
close better.
The first point is that I think that the young people each over the all season need to work on one thing, and I think they can come back and right back where they need to be. So I'm gonna start with Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper is doing a lot of great things, but the main thing he needs to do is have a consistent pull up anything, and he'll be amazing. Like
I agree.
Pull up three, pull up midi, like anything like that, it's over because he's too fast. As soon as he gets you off balance when he starts to drive and he pulls up and he's hitting it consistently, he's dang near going to be unguardable already. So the next thing after that would be passing, but he doesn't really need that.
Definitely agree.
Since he has De'Aaron on the team.
Let's say, sorry to cut you off because you're on the Dylan Harper point. I just want to push this a little further.
Okay.
Let's say he adds a respectable mid-range jumper and adds to that passing game. How much longer before Dylan Harper's a top 10 point guard in basketball?
Whenever
2
he
years
does
top.
that, he is.
2 years tops. Honestly,
Who do I have as a top 10 right now? Let me see.
Yeah.
Whenever he does that, he is. Yeah, I mean,
would he be better than Tyrese Maxey? I think that's a good bar.
Yes.
Better than Tyrese Maxey. Okay.
That's a good bar. Maxey's fantastic. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not gonna.
Y'all be hyping that 6'1" guard, man. But I be letting y'all do it. You know what I'm saying?
I've been on my side of Maxey.
I'll with you real talk.
I don't even talk about Maxey no more.
Man, he laid an egg this playoffs. Oh my god, his stock plummeted for me. But yeah, I do think Dylan Harper would be top 5.
Yeah, it's
like if he got you those two.
Top 5 is going to be very hard to get into.
I mean, he'd be right there.
Luka, Cade,
Steph might be on the downhill by then. But by the time this happens,
I don't know. We've been saying that about Steph for like the past couple years. When Steph plays, he's still a top 5 point guard.
That's true. That's true.
I mean,
you can't take away.
I'm gonna give it the same treatment I give it with Bron, KD, Curry. When I see it, that's when we'll start. When I see them actively start playing outside of that tier that I have them in, then I'll because I still think when Steph plays, he's a top 5 point guard.
I still think Steph's better than Brunson.
I agree.
I
do agree with that. If the Warriors hadn't got hurt this year, they would have been a problem this playoffs. But
it would have been a cool little first round test for OKC. It would have been cool.
They wouldn't have been the 8 seed.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been the 8 seed. They would have been like in the middle, like 4 or 5 around there.
So Steph Curry right now better than Steve Nash? Actually, yeah.
You're the only one. You're the only one who thinks.
What's up with you and your Steve Nash hate, man?
Actually, he is. Actually,
but
Steph Curry right now is better than Steve Nash. I'm like dead ass here.
Okay, but
what else? What else?
Yeah, 10 years ago ain't even better.
Dylan Harper was 1. Stephon Castle. You have to work on your handle, my boy. You could not do this bully ball for the rest of your NBA career. That's not going to work. You have to have some type of counters or move. Like the one time he hit a nice move was with his handle when he did that Euro step or who's that, bro?
I'll say this about Stephon Castle. I just don't think he's going to reach that ceiling that some of these people are putting him in these conversations to be. Like, what if Stephon Castle just ends up being a great athlete, great defender, solid driver? Like, what if the passing and playmaking doesn't get better? Like, when he was drafted, I didn't see this consistent all-star type of player. I saw a really good defender, athlete, rim finisher. What if he doesn't become Stephon Castle needs to? I mean, it's always helpful to get better. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know. I just don't see that ceiling with Stephon versus a Dylan Harper.
He's not going to be as good as Dylan, but I do think he can be a really good player. One thing I think he should focus on. Well, a few things he should focus on. Number one, just continue to grow as a spot catch and shoot player. I think he's made strides in that already. So there's no reason for me right now to believe that he can't at some point in his career be kind of like reliable at spot shooting. And then the other thing I would concentrate if I was him is like 8 to 13 feet, being really good there, because he's able to get himself to that area consistently. He can probe out of pick and roll, put a defender in jail. He's strong enough to keep him on, his backside or whatnot, and has a big enough frame. And then he's also good at getting that bump to create that space and separation to get into that shot. He just doesn't really hit it a lot. Pause if need be, but I think those are kind of the area. And I think as he gets better at that 8 to 13 feet, then the lob read becomes easier with Wemby, because now the big kind of has to respect that. Now you can manipulate that. That's what Luka's great at, manipulating that little float into an actual, that's a lob actually, and then you get a dunk. So.
Yeah, out of the three guards, I think Stephon Castle's the worst at throwing lobs for Wemby. Whenever he's down there, I feel like the lob is a lot of times there, and he just either doesn't do it or he shoots a really bad shot. Like his lob game needs some work for sure.
I remember he came into the league saying he wanted to get back to the point guard position.
Do you really? He's got to have a better handle. He has to.
I just think he's much better at
because De'Aaron Fox ain't gonna be there forever, dog. Like if without De'Aaron Fox, if you run into another team like this, you're gonna keep having 8-9 turnovers a game. Like, nah, you gotta get better.
I think he can get better. I think he'll get better on that.
Agreed.
On that end, but I don't know. I think Stephon Castle's a great player. I just don't have that high of an expectation of him reaching this ceiling that I've heard some people put him in. Like,
what is the ceiling that you think I think he can be like an all-star level player.
I think he can get there, but I do think the talent in the West is just really deep, to where it's like I can see a world where maybe he does become an all-star player, but I wouldn't rely on that. I wouldn't rely on that, because there's a world where Stephon Castle's just a really good player and he just doesn't become an all-star, and that's okay, because, or at least for me, I didn't have
OG level player.
Yeah, like something like that, like a really reliable player that you would love to have on your team, like Stephon Castle being a point of attack guy, somebody that can drive and every now and then get you a big game in a postseason run, or get you a big stop, or have a series where he's guarding this MVP talent on the other side of the ball. So, but as far as like all-star or consistent all-star, I just don't have that ceiling for him.
Well, he might be able to get it just because of winning bias, maybe.
That may be as well. That, again, the person I have that expectation for is Dylan Harper. Like, I think that's the guy that's going to be the consistent all-star. I think that's Wemby's co-star for the future, and I think Stephon Castle's probably going to be the third guy of that. But the all-star thing, like, I just don't see that. I don't see that. Like, I think he'll just be a really good basketball player, or a really good NBA player. Just consistently being a top tier defensive player, probably make a few all defensive teams, and be a solid offensive player, but not somebody that was like, oh yeah, Stephon Castle didn't show up on the offensive end tonight, that's why we lost, because we depend on him to show up offensively. I don't think that should be the case for the Spurs team, especially with them being so young, to where if I do feel like if they get to a point where it's like we're depending on Stephon Castle for offense, then they've done something wrong, to be completely honest. Like, I think in the future where they need to be depending their offense on is coming from Wemby and Dylan Harper for the future. Not right now, because obviously you still have De'Aaron Fox, but I don't think just to cut it short, because I feel like I've been saying this for a while. If they get to a point where they're relying on Stephon Castle to show up every night with 20 points per game and like 7 assists, they did something wrong. So I think throughout the future, ask Stephon Castle to be good defender. That's your side of the ball. You be the point of attack guy. You make your athleticism be a mismatch. You drive to the rim. You get those extra chance points. I just don't think relying on his offense or that offensive leap is something that they should rely on.
Drew Holiday for the chat that's not the worst comp. I actually kind of like that comp. Like if he's bigger guard, physical guard, great point of attack. Like I see it. That's not a bad job, chat. That's not a bad job.
Not at all. Let me get to these other two young people before I get to my second point.
This is still the first point.
I was running through the young players and then John.
Hell no, he scammed his way. His 1 point has 19 bullet points.
I was going through the young players.
That's crazy.
You got it, man. We got sidetracked. You know what? Just for you, Mars, I'm gonna go to the second point because personally, this is more important to me. Please, I don't know if any of you guys are religious up here, but oh my goodness, please, for the love of God, pray for Indiana Pacers fans right now. We are suffering. This has been probably the worst 12-month span in Pacers history. Like, it is awful. Everything that
I don't know if somebody just popped.
Well, your contender got blown up because you guys are fighting in an arena. That was probably about 12 months.
You said what? Well, yeah. That was bad too. But Jesus, like that was self-created. This is not self-created stuff. This is just.
I still think the Pacers are going to be really good next year.
They're going to be good.
I mean, no one told you guys to trade your pick. That was.
But dog, we've only had one top 2 pick in all of our history. We've never had a number 1 pick.
I ain't gonna lie. I wanted Darren to go there so bad. I wanted Darren to go there. That is a 2-hour drive to that stadium.
Dog. We've only had one top 2 pick in history.
I hope Darren Peterson is the player that y'all think he is.
I mean,
yeah, we will see. We will see. It's all good.
We're going to be really good next year, but dang, like, come on, dog. Like, and then
we don't know if you're going to be good.
You see the Knicks who we beat twice in a row go march to the finals, and it looks like they're going to do it, man. This is a tough 12 months for Pacers fans. It's rough out here. I wouldn't wish this support anyway.
I do hope Hallie comes back in his Hallie though. I really appreciate that.
It's gonna depend a lot on if he's back to his normal self or if he ever gets that.
The league is better when another top 25 player is on the court. That is.
Yeah, we do need the best point guard in the East to be back. That would be nice.
I don't get your Hallie hate, real.
All right, Bada Bing Stir. We appreciate you. Always appreciate the support. You come up here frequently. I enjoy the talks every single time. Make sure you stay tapped in. You know what I'm saying? Turn that notification bell on so we can see you next time we go live. Peace, love, and blessings, brother.
Sounds good.
Motherfucking best point guard in the East.
Yeah, best point guard in the East.
Nigga's not better than Cade. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Hunter, how you doing?
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
That's fantastic. Everybody's talking a lot about Brunson, Cat, Hart, OG, all these guys, Mike Brown. I want to bring attention to the man responsible for bringing it all together, Mr. Leon Rose.
The Rose. Yes, sir.
Signed Jalen Brunson when nobody thought he was going to be this.
Mm-hmm.
Traded for Cat, and I got to apologize to Cat. I hated the move. I thought it was the wrong decision. I remember staying up till 4 a.m. that night. Like, I can't believe we traded Julius Randle.
You're a Knicks fan.
All my life.
Okay. Glad to have you.
Since 2013. So when Buddy said it's been a bad year for the Pacers, how do you think I feel? I've had to root for trust in the process of Cleanthony early and Frank Ntilikina. So
very valid processes to trust. Very valid.
Sure. But I just want to say shout out Leon Rose, man. The OG trade, I couldn't believe that happened when you got rid of RJ Barrett.
Mm-hmm.
He has done a phenomenal job putting this roster together, putting this team together. I'm just so grateful to be where we are right now, man. And what was the second point I wanted to make? Oh, not to harp on the ref thing, but I don't want to play like the victim card here. But Knicks fans, we're used to this. We have. If you go back and watch like Game 5 of the Boston series last year, the one where like Brunson had like 6 fouls in the third quarter, egregious.
Yeah.
But I've never seen anything like that in my life. There was the regular season Houston game. What was it, last year or the year before? That blatant missed call that we should have won that game.
Foul?
Yes.
Aaron Holiday fouled. I think it was Aaron Holiday.
Yeah, on Brunson, yeah. So stuff like we've been through this stuff before. So we're at this point, we're just like, like refs are gonna ref, whatever. But I feel like even the next players at this point are just kind of like, yeah, we'll just play through it.
Yeah,
like,
I mean that's the best mindset to have, because I mean you can't control the refs, can't control what they call and what they don't call. So that is something about the Knicks team. Like they've just been really resilient in this playoff run, and particularly on their streak. Like there's been many a times where, they might mail it in. Game 1 against the Cavs. A lot of that game they didn't have it, but they kept clawing, they kept fighting, and still was able to come away with a win. So I think y'all being like a veteran group, that speaks to like what John D was talking about earlier, as far as like the Spurs youth. But
very disciplined.
Yeah, the Knicks being a group that's been playing together for some time in a veteran unit, I do think has helped.
I've seen very few just basketball teams in my life like lock in the way this team has. Like Cat turning into like a good defender, like a damn good defender of these playoffs, which like I never could have thought would happen ever. Like Mikal Bridges being so consistent, like I feel like he never misses a mid-range jumper. I feel like every mid-range he takes, I'm like, yep, that's going in.
Yep.
OG being like the complete two-way just piece that every team would want. Josh Hart being, I don't even know, like Josh Hart.
Great hustle guy. Great hustle guy.
Like, imagine if Josh Hart hit his threes, but whatever.
Yeah, that regular season shit, that shit was fake, Josh. Clearly,
it was fake.
My goodness,
I remember in like November,
barely hitting the rim, gang.
I'm like, yep, Josh Hart's a legit 3-point shooter now. Nope.
Yep.
Deuce
So
and
what?
Shamet
How do you?
like what happened?
Oh no, go ahead. What was you saying?
Now I was gonna say Deuce McBride and Landry Shamet turning into like damn near elite shooters off the bench. Shamet, who's going to be cut in the, I think, who was it that we signed that retired in the preseason?
Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah, it was between him and Brogdon and some other guy for that last roster spot. And I remember hearing if Brogdon didn't retire, he would have gotten that last spot over Shamet. So shout out Brogdon.
That is kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
As good as Landry Shamet's been for the Knicks all year, and then particularly in the playoff run, he was that close from not even being on the roster.
Shout out Tom Thibodeau, man. Shout out Tom Thibodeau.
Talk about this is the luck that we be talking about that goes into winning, man. All these little breaks that you have to catch to hoist that Larry O'Brien, man. And y'all are 2 wins away. What do you plan on doing when y'all win? Do you still live in New York, or you?
No, I moved down to Florida a couple years ago, but I will be taking a flight to New York, and I will be getting a little tipsy. You know what I mean?
A little lit. You get lit. You get lit. Hey, I don't blame you.
Make some fireball shots. You know.
Hey, take one for me. Take one for me. You know what I'm saying? Take one for me. But we appreciate you, Hunter. We appreciate you. I know you had a long wait back there in the back. My apologies. We had to get through everybody. We had a lot of people in line, man. But we appreciate you pulling up. And your Knicks are 2 wins away from hoisting the Larry O.
Just to understand one more thing.
Yes, sir.
my Mayor Muslim, my Bagel Jewish, my Christian DR, my Knicks, and fucking 4, baby. Let's go.
Fact. Way to leave out. That's how you leave out right there. That is how you leave out right there. I didn't know where that was going when you started off with Muslim. I didn't know.
Yeah,
you look like somebody.
Yeah, that mouse on
might
that
have-
kick button.
But what? I didn't know if this was getting January 16th. I don't know where we was going. But hey, appreciate you. Appreciate you. That is everybody. All we have to do now is read the super chats. Sorry to the people that I couldn't put the link in the chat again. Mars gave me a curfew. He gave the show a curfew tonight, a hard curfew. So if you didn't get to come up, blame Mars.
Sure.
All right. Here we go. Let me finish these super chats so that we can get up out of here. Where did I last leave off? Here we go. Yoinks. I feel like that's a slur. I'm not even going to say that again. I'm normally not one of these guys who blame the refs every game, but every single time I watch a game officiated by brothers, it's some BS like tonight. I agree. Unlimited Z talks to 199 super chat. I know Steve Nash would get Towns the ball. Whatever, bro. John Buka to $5 Canadian. One of the worst finals I've ever watched, by the way. I keep saying that Real Talk is not a credible b-ball analyst. Mars beyond screaming, he offers nothing. Not facts, boy. You cooking. Even though
I agree, but we need
Knicks
Real
to
Talk's
win.
energy. Yeah, we need Real Talk's energy, so it's fine.
How am I picking all these right series if I don't know? But you know, it's fine.
I mean,
Casual
you got a 50-50
fandom.
chance. I could flip a coin and have the same odds as you.
No facts. Casual fandom, Hamza with the $2 super chat. Real talk, I need the link to join the Wemby hate. I'm sorry, my brother. I'm sorry. I did see you in the chat also asking, but I just, again, if I had said it out there, would have been 10 more people up here. You know what I'm saying? So I had to cut it a little bit. Dobby Greg with the $2 super chat. Shaq only 22 years old. Oh, wow. Shaq only 22-year-old star. Good in the finals.
Duncan was 23 when he played in the finals.
Then
I think Shaq may have been 23 by the time the finals came around too, though, to be fair. I also think Wemby's been fine. But whatever.
He has not been fine. You gotta stop saying. He damn sure hasn't been what is that, 95 Shaq?
Oh, hell no. I think that finals performance from Shaq gets underrated solely because they got swept.
Yeah,
I wholeheartedly believe Shaq was better than Hakeem in that series. But
I'm gonna watch that series.
that's definitely not anything
That's
that will
what
get
I'm gonna do
agreed upon. So, it is what it is. Can't push that prop, but yeah, it is what it is.
Jam on you. $5 super chat. 95 Shaq, 07 Bron, 12 KD, 22 Tatum, 26 Wemby. Sometimes you're just a young man playing against experienced vets, and it ain't your time yet.
Well, yeah, 95 Shaq played great. 07 Bron stunk it up. 12 KD played great. The issue is none of his team can make a three, and the Heat couldn't miss. So that was unfortunate. Tatum stunk it up, and Wemby is so if you rank them based on performance, Wemby's the third best there.
Yeah, I think it's like Shaq, KD,
Wemby, Tatum and Bron can both just hang on the sideline. And
Tatum was
discuss who's
22 and 22.
Yeah,
No,
that motherfucker got drafted at 16.
He was 24. I don't think he's bringing up, but 24 is still.
He's just talking about young players playing vet. Okay. John Buka with another $5 Canadian said two things can be true. Victor Wembanyama is bad at isolation, but Mitch is doing nothing to give me him better looks. But Real Talk won't say because you can't analyze and you can't.
Wemby got the better looks in the second half.
Yeah.
Do you guys think 29 came out of thin air? Am I bugging?
You know,
like
it's
Wemby
again,
was
it's
putting the ball in the hoop.
It's everybody else, Mars. You don't get it. You're not getting it yet. It's not computing to you yet. It's not computing.
If he scores on Cat or he scores on the rest of the roster, do the points count the same? Yes or no? Like on the scoreboard, will it say the Knicks have? Will it say the Spurs have 29
Absolutely.
points? So was Wemby putting the ball in the hoop?
He was.
So why am I hearing all this talk about Wemby scoring the basketball when Wemby put the ball in the hoop?
Because I can't analyze. Duh. Also, thank you for sending $10 to Insult. I mean, if you're going to Insult, at least pay with it.
You got to pay to do it. Bro.
Thank you. Capo DC 99 with the 199 super chat. Thoughts on Lowe saying Wemby needs a good team? I'm good off that fluffy nigga right now. Okay, 3291 499 super chat. The problem with the Spurs team isn't that they're a bad team, but they have no. Oh wait, we read that while you were up here. So to you. The Tribe One with the $10 super chat. I had Spurs in 5. I'm cooked. I didn't expect Wemby to be nerfed in this way with similar looks in back-to-back series. Shout out to Cat. I was a legit hater 2 years ago, but he's better than Brunson.
You really
highly disagree.
That's shameful. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm really gonna have to put on my Brunson cape this offseason. Tough. The Tribe One with the $5 super chat. The Knicks have a lot of talent in general. Same with the Spurs. The league is in good hands. As a Laker fan, I feel we can get Bam and AD easy work. And then you woke up.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna happen, brother.
Yeah, I don't.
You better get ready for fucking Daniel Gafford, and you better like it.
You wonder where AD's gonna be because it looks pretty obvious he's not gonna be in Washington.
He's not gonna be in Washington. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they better take Luke Kennard.
He could be a potential like swing factor next year because it might be like a mid-season deal. So we'll see. Because I do think a team probably wants to see him like on the court, healthy and productive before they make the move. But then, like, if he does that, they'll be like, okay, yeah, we'll make it. And it'll probably be a really good team that feels like they're a piece away. So I think
it might be purple and gold.
It's gonna be the fucking Warriors, bro.
It might be the Warriors. Yeah.
That's gonna piss me off.
It
I'm
really
not gonna
would.
lie, that will piss me off.
Yeah. DZ, the great FN with the 199 super chat. Is this an all-time team or an all-time playoff run? All-time playoff run.
All-time playoff run.
Team. Yeah. I wouldn't call them.
I think we need to start gatekeeping all-time team. We need to start gatekeeping that shit.
This ain't
100%. They're not the 2020.
They tied the fucking record for most consecutive playoff wins, and the team that they're tying the record
means it's a great run.
Is the best team ever. I mean, shit. Right.
Mars is getting sleepy. Gaming Fanatic 892 with the 2 pounds. Wemby needs to work on the sky hook all summer. That nigga's not shooting the sky hook. I know people keep saying this.
Why not?
They think
the same reason why niggas don't shoot underhand free throws, John D. It's just not cool. He's not shooting
What do you mean it's not cool? It's effective. If he's
you have to be good at it for it to be effective.
I'm saying if he can work on that and get good at it, that'll be effective.
You don't just get good at a sky hook because you worked on it for 3 months.
But I'm saying if he can get good at it, it can be effective.
That's a hard shot.
I mean, okay, yeah, I understand that. I'm not saying like, he's just automatically
you hit nothing.
Bad, you're not gonna hit shit. I'm trying.
You're gonna hit nothing but backboard. That shit impossible.
I'm going to the gym tomorrow. I'm gonna set up my phone.
Wemby, your season ended in June. By October, just come back with a sky hook. Like even Kareem shit weren't even that good for the first few years of his career. Like he went to it. Even he didn't get that shit down until like year 5, and he was 27.
I mean, when we start getting them bitches up, man. Get it right here. Keep it high.
You know what? If Amen Thompson just lock in the gym, he'll just be shooting 40% from 3 by the end of the summer.
Best player in the league.
Same thing.
I mean, that's more feasible though. The Tribe One $5 super chat. Not gonna lie, I'm very much over this. If this player continues to not be the best at the thing he isn't best at, he sucks. Take. Wemby was fine. Respect the Knicks.
So like This is why my opinions don't change that much based on the postseason. Now, did we not know Wemby wasn't a great self-creator? Anyone who was pushing Wemby best in the world, bro, if it came and it was based on him as a self-creator, then you were just an idiot to begin with. Like every reason why Wemby, in your opinion, was the best in the world hasn't changed in the last 3 days because they're now down 2-0. Like all of the same, like the defensive value, the play finishing, the one-of-one impact, like all of that stuff is still true today. When it was after game 7, as it was after game 1, it's still the same arguments. There's no way you've discovered new weaknesses in Wemby. Like, there's just no way you've seen something in this series like, damn, I didn't know he wasn't a good isolation scorer. There's no way anything you learned about SGA was something you didn't know in terms of his scoring profile in the playoffs. The only one I could be like, somewhat is Jokic. This was something that we hadn't really seen before to this degree. That one I can understand.
Was a bit gobsmacked by Jokic.
Yeah, that one I can understand. The Wemby and Shea stuff, like, there's no way like these series have like ultimately changed your opinion on how good they are as players in terms of what their flaws are. Like in terms of maybe you overestimated their flaws or underestimated their flaws, cool. But acting as if these flaws are new, like I guess.
I mean, well, yeah, to what you just said, though, it is like, yeah, I knew Wemby isolation was a flaw, maybe not to this degree. Like maybe
it's been trashed the whole playoffs. They just been winning.
Maybe some people thought he was going to get his game off against Cat. There actually were a lot of people that thought he was going to get his game off against Cat. I do know that.
A lot of
Cat's best defensive traits is his one-on-one defense. So I feel like people just don't watch games at that point.
I didn't read this, I don't think. Malcolm Anthony III, $2 super chat. Who is we? These expectations were never real. I don't really know
who is
referring to, but yeah. Ryan Tuyot. How you say that name, Mars?
Tuyot?
Wembanyama.
$4.99 super chat. Y'all thought my Knicks would lose to Dikembe Mutombo with a tray ball? Rudy Gobert with post moves? Come on now. Y'all beat hospital teams. Knicks in 5.
I didn't like the narrative of the Knicks beat no one and then acting like the Spurs didn't beat the Blazers, the hospital,
the no knee ant. Yeah.
And then well, OKC is a better team than anyone either team has played.
Absolutely.
For sure.
With no AJ Mitchell and J-Dub.
Yeah, there's still context with that, and it still took them 7 games to beat him. It's not like they looked impervious this run. Like, it is what it is.
Facts. Knock the hustle, 1, 2, 3, $5 super chat. Castle wasn't good in the 4th, but he wasn't as bad as you claimed the whole game. In the 3rd, the Knicks went on the run as soon as he went to the bench.
I thought Castle sucked.
That nigga's not that good right now, and I'm standing on that. I don't give a damn what y'all say. Mad Max _ sports, $1.99 super chat. Anthony Davis will never let Cat do this. AD do kind of be dominating Cat, right? If my memory serves me correctly. I don't know. I have to go back.
Probably does.
Mike the Champ, O, $4.99 super chat. Brunson still in the lead for Finals MVP, in my opinion. Becky Hammond going outside. Well, that's why you're Mike the Champ. Ryan T with another $4.99 super chat. Y'all thought we lose to Bobo with a dribble package, Kristaps with better PR, Manute Bol with a legit birth certificate.
If Wemby had the Kristaps like mismatch attack isolation game, you know how much better
he'd be so good.
If he had the 24 Porzingis, if he had that, like, there's genuinely no answer at that point. So shout out to Porzingis, man.
Manute Bol with a legit birth certificate is crazy.
He said Manute?
Yeah, not even.
Oh, damn.
He said Bol with a dribble package. Manute Bol with a legit birth certificate. Bay East 628 with the $4.99 super chat. This is more Shaq 95 versus King than Bron 07.
Oh no, it's not that either. He's not playing like Shaq in 95
that well. Yeah, no, he's not playing that. 80 Fresh 79-14 with the 40. What's that?
If Kobe was better, where was he in the 07 finals?
He wasn't participating because his team lost to the Suns in 5 games.
Yeah, we actually played in a real conference, so that's why we weren't there.
I can't believe Bron fans really ignore the fact that they beat the Wizards, the Nets, and the Pistons.
Bro,
together.
them niggas, that nigga been living in that East. You know what? Because he's the GOAT. So let me be quiet. Young boy goated 9168 $5 super chat. Brunson is my favorite NBA player ever, but Towns is not only the MVP, he is our best player. When he is at his best, we are at our best. He's top 10.
This Towns Brunson thing unironically reminds me, because Mike Brown was the coach of the Kings too, of the De'Aaron Sabonis thing, where you had a subsection of people who would say Sabonis was the best player on the team, and then another group of people who would say De'Aaron was the best player on the team, and like all of the advanced stats would tell you that Sabonis was the best, but like people still thought De'Aaron was the best. This is like that, except make De'Aaron way better and make Sabonis way better, in my opinion. I think it's very similar in terms of the value they provide and what they do for the team, and all of that stuff. I think it's very similar.
Way better as Jalen Brunson, not way better than 23 Fox. Let's understand what we're talking about.
Yeah, you are a weirdo when it comes to De'Aaron. I think it's because he's from Houston. That's going to just be my reason in that. I think it's because he's from.
It's a lot to do with that.
Yeah, I think that's the reason. Because
I've seen it in person too many times.
Yeah, I think that's the reason. It's more personal with you. Like he came out of Houston, so obviously if your hoop dreams died because of him, he better be the coldest nigga out. Like that's what it's like. He better be the best player ever. Because like that's why
they didn't die because of him.
No, they died. They died. You was like, you saw him, you was like,
but not because of him.
Let me become a personality. I respect it.
I mean, I knew I wasn't going to the NBA.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I watched Jeremiah.
Could have been
Fears.
in China somewhere.
That shit is
doing what fucking Hanson Yang did. Hell yeah.
When
what you say, John D?
I saw Jeremiah Fears in person. You know who Bucky Irving is in the NFL. He dropped 40 on us. Game 1. Basketball. Then I had to play him the next year in football. It's like them type of players, like when you see them in person versus like you really see there's a gap between like a huge gap. And you just know. It's so crazy to me.
It's like it's actually funny to me that we're considered like sometimes I'll be like we're actually considered like the same species. Like that's kind of
like no funny shit. Because bro, he was like, bro, and mind you, this is
Mars. You and LeBron are not the same thing. I don't give a damn what science says. It's not the same. We're not the same.
Like I wasn't gonna go outside in those 7 finals. You're right.
No, facts. Oh man. Howdy 789-499 super chat. Not hindsight was saying this when it was happening, but the Spurs not bidding for Giannis at the deadline with Wemby on the rookie deal is crazy.
If they didn't have to give up Dylan Harper, then
yeah, I was gonna say if you want Giannis, you have to give me Dylan Harper. Have to.
I think you could have fooled Milwaukee with Castle though. There's your young up and coming star.
Nah, I need it.
The People's 23-199. LOL, where was this energy for OKC? They hacked SGA. Again, that wasn't my fight at the time.
Oh God, that wasn't my fight.
It just wasn't my fight. Y'all were fighting it. I didn't disagree with y'all when y'all were fighting it. I just wasn't my fight.
Oh shit.
K Williams 7528 with the $5 super chat. You should have known that how they come in when they let Wemby purposely elbow Reed in the face and not get suspended, laughing my ass off. Touche.
I also ain't getting no fuck because I still got a grudge towards Minnesota.
Oh no, I'm a Minnesota fan because of Ant for sure. That's gonna be my next jersey up here, Anthony Edwards jersey.
Yeah. Trust me, I've peeped that a long time ago. I've peeped that little relationship you've been brewing over there in Minnesota, but it's okay.
Yeah. My brother was actually. I was talking to my brother, and however reason, like we got to like listing our favorite NBA players at the time. And I was like, yeah, my favorite players right now are, he was like, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah. He was
We
like,
see
yeah,
you.
clearly.
We see you.
I was like, oh wow.
Yeah. Trust me. We see you over here. We see you over here in Laker FC. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
He not at NFC though. You know, he out of NFC. He been hating too much recently.
Brunson better, 5 pounds. We survived the Brunson CTE game. From telling friends DSJ will make the All-Star and Frank, the Frenchman is a 6'5" J kid to 2 wins away from peace. Means a lot. Oh, you're out there just lying to folks. That was you were saying.
Why are we assuming that Jalen Brunson just gonna be better? Maybe he just thinks
when the
that
Lakers
whole time.
win, I'm gonna bring up Taylor Horton Tucker. How I thought he was gonna be.
The guy that we signed over Alex Caruso.
The guy who's a better young player than Shea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
Who said that?
It was a Bleacher Report.
It was like an article.
25 under 25 or whatever.
Yeah, this was.
I do remember the THT hype because he would have a cool layup every 4 games. That was crazy.
And he was from Chicago.
Yeah. D Mart 4010 199 super chat. Best in the world talks are done. Should never started, to be honest. Nah, I mean he's still in that. He's still
I guess because everyone else in our conversation has definitely done.
Yeah,
so much
everybody else in that convo has stunk.
Jokic
in the
stunk it
series
up.
as
Shea
well.
stunk it up. Giannis has one working leg. Luka has no hamstring. Embiid obviously hasn't lived in 2 years. Who we meant to prop up? Bron? Is it still Bron? Is Bron still the best? Like,
I mean, let
who we
some
meant
tell
to
you.
say?
Do I need to get Dion from Ohio up here?
Like, goddamn, like, oh yeah, Wemby can't be the best because he's doing all this. Meanwhile, the other guys in that conversation got packed up and they stunk it up. Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. At this, like, if this was the first round before everybody else, I knew everybody else also played ass. That's one thing. But now that we're at the end and like we know everybody else that was in that conversation that got to play in the playoffs has been ass as well in the series, can't really take him out the conversation now because he's at. Otherwise, there's just no conversation then. Because I mean, Shea's out of it, Jokic is out of it, and Wemby would be out of it then, I guess. John Bucka, 2 more Canadian dollars. Mars, who do you think is the best team in the league?
OKC.
I agree. They were the best team this year. The Knicks are the second, though. And I've been saying that, and they're proving me right. Brunson better, 2 pounds. How many teams often lose games?
Home teams.
Oh. Home teams after losing game 1 are 16-2. We are unstoppable.
Nice.
K. Williams, 75-28, $5 super chat. Difference is Braun played the Dynasty Spurs led by Coach Pop, and Wemby playing the Knicks led by a 5'11" guard and Mike Brown. Laughing my ass off. Give me a break.
A big part of the
Mars.
reason the Spurs are considered a dynasty is because they kept packing up Bron, by the way. 2 of them rings are on him.
You be saying too much truth too loud sometimes. Confiji 66 to 499 super chat. For someone who Mars calls the best 22-year-old ever and best in the world, he surely isn't as animated as he was with Shea and Jokic.
Being the best 22-year-old ever has never been seen as this standard event. Like, no one's out. Hey, Cooper Flag, you're the best 18-year-old ever. Let me hold you to some. Like, bro, like, yeah, I think he's the best ever at that age. That doesn't mean there's a imaginary standard I need to hold him to. These games don't change that. I think he's better than the 22-year-olds that came before him. Like, the only one I'm even entertaining for was Shaq. Like, you Bron people acting like this makes it a conversation with Bron. Shut up. Like, he passed him up 4 months ago. Like, I don't
John D.
care about that.
He's actively not reading the 2 words after that. The best 22-year-old ever and best in the world.
Yeah, but he's saying I never called him the best in the world though. So why would I entertain something that I didn't say?
You had him in that conversation.
Yes, absolutely. But that's not
okay. And so the other 2 people that you had in that conversation, you were much more harsh on.
He said, for someone who Mars calls the best 22-year-old ever and best in the world, I've only called him one of those things. I've not called him the best in the world. I said he's in that conversation, in which I still think he is. As are the players who have allegedly been harsh on Shea and Jokic. He's in that conversation with those 2.
So he's asking, why aren't you as harsh on Wemby as you were on Shea and Jokic?
I don't think he's playing
I
as bad
don't
as
think
they.
Wemby's playing as bad as Jokic did.
I
in the
think Wemby's been the
playoffs.
best player in the playoffs. So what exactly? How harsh am I meant to be on the guy who's been better than everyone in the playoffs, in my opinion? He outplayed Shea in the series they played against each other.
Do you think he's having a better series than Shea had last series against the Spurs?
Through 2 games or Shea's whole 7 games?
Was sure, dude, through 2 games and again.
Shea's game 2 was better than Wemby's either game.
Mm-hmm.
Shea's game 1 was worse than Wemby's either game. I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't think Wemby's been great. I don't think he's been bad. Jokic and Shea were legitimately, for standards, obviously, were bad in my opinion. I don't think Wemby was like. I don't agree with most people's diagnosis of Wemby in this game. Like, I think he had a good game. Like, but it is what it is.
I guess I kind of knocked him more when I feel like he's underperforming as a defensive player, because I feel like his ranking is more dependent on that than many other players. So it's like that first half to me was egregiously bad, not just because he was bad offensively, but it's like, oh, your matchup is dead as getting off. Like, so to me, that makes it worse for him in particular. Next super chat. Fuck you talking about, Jay Sean. What's up, Jay? My boy Jay in the building. Appreciate you. Y'all 2 wins away, man. The series is over. The Spurs did everything they could to erase a 16-point deficit, and it wasn't enough. Knicks' generational run continues. This is a very special run. This is a very
It really is.
13 in a row.
It's okay. I haven't been moved like at all during this run. It's just is what it is.
Because you're a hater.
Sure.
Imagine they finished their season on a 15-game win streak.
A 15-game win streak.
Then as long as they win game 1 next year, they'll have the longest playoff winning streak ever.
Facts. Brunson better with the 2 pounds. So many elite OG defensive plays and possessions. Yes. Very great defensive player. Miles left, $10 super chat. Obviously, Brunson is and is known as a closer for this Knicks team. The Cat Hub is cooking. Am I bugging for thinking when Brunson doesn't have it going, the Knicks should stick to that? No, you're not bugging. You are absolutely correct. And we discussed that earlier in the stream. We all three
We spoke about that after game 1 as well, how we felt about the Knicks clutch process.
Yeah, we did.
I'm still on this. I don't like the way they execute in the clutch, but it keeps working for them. So
I don't see it as working more so as getting away with it, but different viewpoint for them, I guess. To them, it is working. But Brunson better, $2 pound. Well, 2 pounds. OG better than Asar, can guard 5s, more versatile. He's special. Is OG a better defender than Asar Thompson, Mars?
No.
Is he a better defender than Asar Thompson, John D?
No. I truly don't think so.
Brunson better, 2 pounds. Western Conference highly injury away from 0-3 and last 3 finals.
I stand on that too. I truly believe if Hallie would have never got hurt, the Pacers would have won that game. I truly believe that.
Niggas need to stop sleeping on the team that come out the East just because the East is a bad conference or you deem it as a
No
bad
bullshit. The next thing you know, you're down 2-0.
Exactly.
Next thing you know, you're in a game.
I don't think the Spurs was sleep on the Knicks. I just think they played a better team.
No, I'm not talking about the Spurs. I'm talking about the basketball landscape. Everybody just be like, oh, the East sucked, the East whacked. And from a top to bottom standpoint, maybe, but like that don't mean you need to respect these teams coming out of the Eastern Conference. These are really good teams. Indiana.
And they're only getting better.
Team.
They're only getting
exactly. So I need to stop doing that. Brunson better, 2 pounds. Braun coming next year too. We're going back to back Leon Rose. If Braun were to move, it probably is to a big market like New York. But I also don't see why y'all would need LeBron James, to be honest with you.
He finna go link up with his boyfriend.
Who was Steph?
Yes. Hate that shit.
Bron's a funny guy. 7580 with the $4.99 super chat. Knicks in 4. I don't think y'all are talking about how insane the Garden is about to be. Literally going to be a moment in history. No, the Garden is finna be rocking. It's finna be
jumping.
They might storm the court. Yeah, they might storm the court.
If they win, dead ass. They might do that.
Like
They
if
might
they
storm the
win
court.
game 4, game 3 and 4, game 4, they're storming the court. And it's not
Yeah.
it's gonna be nothing they can do either. It's gonna be nothing, no security, no police, nobody, bro. There's gonna be nothing they can do. The Knicks are gonna win the championship, they're gonna run right off the court. They're gonna have to do the celebration in the parking lot.
As a lifelong
if
fan, this means a lot to me, man.
Also, if you're somebody who has a ticket to the game, either game 3 or game 4, sell it. I know you're maybe missing a moment or whatnot. The amount of money that resellers are about to make in New York off of a ticket is insane. Sell that ticket.
And don't show up in no Spurs jersey. Don't.
Yeah,
Like with y'all. One thing that's been killing me lately is like y'all know the track record. Stop showing up in these opposing teams' jerseys because now you're just asking to get jumped. Like I be seeing that on Twitter. Like, yes, it's wrong. It's wrong. 100% it's wrong. But then again, it's like I'm not gonna show up to I'm not showing up to the Garden wearing no Wemby jersey. I wish I would. I got people. Nah, hell no.
All I heard is real talk, not a real fan. That's all I heard. To myself, the ticket to see the championship.
Oh yeah, if it was at crypto, I'm not selling that. No way in hell I'm selling that. No way in hell.
Am I finna get to touch the trophies?
Damn near.
No, I mean I would sell it, but that's because I'm not a real fan. But you not being a real fan is crazy.
6 with the $2 Okay, so the best in the world is vacant until next season. I'm low key kind of there.
The sport is funny to me. So yeah, no one's the best.
Too.
I guess. Yeah, no one's the best on the planet. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I'm not definitive on anybody.
Right, exactly. 34, man. Let's get healthy.
I was just telling Mars. Now you may not like this real talk, and that's okay. I was just telling Mars the other day. There's a certain number 15 that could be healthy next year and look like the best player in the world all over again. Like I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. Or it could be Shea, or it could be Wemby, or it could be a 70s.
Hey man, it's out the mud. You feel me? With shopping camp.
If Real Talk has to start, if Real Talk has to start that war again.
If I have to put that armor back on, please, man.
When he come out with 30 on 70 true shooting the first 3 months of the season.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like
you're not gonna be able to cling on to Rudy Gobert defense for the whole year. You're just not gonna be able to. I'm sorry.
The battle's not over, brother. The war is not over. That war is gonna be going until like somebody's just clear of him. Right now, I don't see anybody that's just clear. Everybody has their flaws.
But here's
we do know throughout history the best players in the league have had flaws, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying like I don't think there's not
LeBron James.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean every floor player has. Oh yeah, he can't be the best in the world because he's not good at this. Like
I know, but I'm saying my expectations are Kobe Bryant and LeBron James.
That player doesn't exist in the league right now. That doesn't mean someone can't be the best.
These are two damn near flawless basketball players. I'm just used to it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no bullshit.
That doesn't mean that someone can't be the best in the world because, oh, look, we saw this guy's flaws in the playoffs. Oh, he can't be the best. Let's vacate the title. That's not how things work. Like, it's just, no. But,
and for the smart ass and the Kobe Bryant flawless, left man's off. From a tendency standpoint, yeah, he was a flawed player. I'm not disagreeing with that. And LeBron to a certain, but I'm saying like from a skill set standpoint, There was no like, oh, we're gonna make Kobe do this and he can't do it. There was, oh, Kobe can't guard his position. Like, no, that wasn't a thing. Like,
I mean, Bron mid-range jumpers was definitely a thing.
I mean, so you didn't watch
you
2018
just couldn't make Bron take mid-range jumpers because you couldn't keep.
You didn't watch 2018 against Toronto, clearly.
Okay.
So you didn't see that game where he hit like 18 turnaround jumpers? Okay.
I watched Bron in 2018 against Toronto, but Bron was the best player in the world for a decade, correct?
Do you remember that year? What year is that in Miami when they won like 27 straight?
That was 2013.
2013. You remember shot making 2013, Bron, that year?
I remember shot making for 2013 Bron in the finals actually deserting him until game 7. Do you remember that?
Variance. Jump shooting is variant based anyway.
Yeah, but you want to tell me about the 4-game series against Toronto? That's not variance, though, is it?
No, that's just him.
That shit.
When you miss, it's variance. When you make it, it's just you. We appreciate everybody for pulling up, man, staying up late. You know what I'm saying? I know it's early morning where Mars is at. If you're across the pond, right? If you're across the pond, I appreciate you. You're a real one. We appreciate all the super chats and everything. I appreciate John D for pulling up tonight as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Before we get up out of here, make sure that you like the video, like the stream, subscribe. We're on the road to 10K, and hit that notification bell so you know we're live. And when we drop another video, John D, let the people know where they can find you.
You guys can find me over at the Buzzer Sports, where we cover college basketball, NBA draft prospects. We do slight film breakdowns this offseason. We're going to be going into offseason previews for all 30 teams in the NBA. We're also going to be doing a Forgotten Peak series where we talk about players who might have been forgotten at their very best. At the Buzzer Sports, we will be coming back very, very soon.
Facts. I think if I have enough room in the title, I'll add John D's @ in the title so you can just be able to click that and click over there to his page. Make sure that you subscribe and turn that notification bell on over there as well. Mars, let the people know where they can find you.
MarzTalksSports on YouTube, MarzTalksSports on X, MarzTalksSports on TikTok. Players' Choice Monday through Friday. Very active on all platforms, you know.
Very active.
Extremely active. Daily uploads. So yeah, tap in.
All right, and again, you can catch me here. I'll be on PC Monday and Wednesday, and then the other days sometimes just tune in. Maybe I'm there, maybe I'm not. Catch me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, Real Talk EJLT. Tap in, and same username on TikTok as well. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. Peace, love, and blessings to you all. You're supposed to say Merry Christmas. Thank you.
I did. Merry Christmas.